Hello there, and welcome back to the SWTVC show live right here on YouTube. It is the streaming home of the SWTVC crew and the ongoing push for the continued existence, expansion, and success of the heritage scale of Star Wars collecting. Who talks first? You talk first? No, Poe Dameron, I talk first. It's me, Evan, or as you may know me on Instagram, at Mile High Ground, and I am joined today by a lot of people who need no introduction, so I'm not even going to bother. First off, it is, almost as always, John, the Vintage Concepts.
Hello, how you doing?
Doing all right, man. How about you?
Good. I'm looking at the spreadsheet a little bit, but I know that's going to be my entire next month, so I'm trying to not get sucked in too much right now. But
yeah, I think I went a few days without even opening it because I didn't want to know. I was like, I can't. So, all right. And then another member of the SWTVC crew is here today as well. Well, actually, that's a lie. Looks like he disappeared. So we'll circle back to that one. Gotta love technical difficulties. I'll add him in a second. But before we throw him in here, we do have another awesome person here. It is someone, again, no introduction needed. You know him, you love him. It's John Miko.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, thanks for making this work on short notice. So, of course, everybody knows you from the Vintage Collection Facebook group and also just all around at the TVC sphere. So,
and apparently, we know you as a glup shitto. We'll say shitto today.
Yeah, we can say shit.
Yeah, there's some on my list. I'm apologizing up front, but we got to have them. Everyone needs a glup.
Not gonna argue with that.
Yes.
All right, looks like we've got our very special boy back, setting things up. It is SW Collector 3.75, Tyler.
Hello. I don't know what happened, but when you started, everything was quiet, so I had to leave and come back again. So technology just really loves me, you know.
It wouldn't be a stream if there wasn't something on your end, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got a couple more guests too. Another one is someone who last was seen on this show, I think almost a year ago when we were talking about March Madness 2025. He is living in the future currently. You know him, you love him. It is middle-aged Kiwi man collecting Star Wars figures. Jason, what's up?
Kia ora, guys. Kia ora, Evan. Thanks so much for having me on. And I feel like I'm the glup shitto of the stream. You guys are all the main characters of the TVC land. Here I am. It's great to be here.
Love it. Well, thanks for being here, man. We do have another guest too, and you will recognize him from a few months back. We were talking about this weird little campaign here that was kicking off a theme for the year. It was the Battle of Geonosis Lat campaign, and we became acquaintances with this guy who's boo hiss, normally a Black Series collector, and yet we accept him anyway. It is Tommy, Blitz Transmissions. How's it going?
Everything's fine here. Thank you. How are you? Hello there. How's everybody doing? Hope we're all enjoying. I've been buying a lot more TVC than Black Series as of late. So
love to hear it.
One of us.
Excited to be on the stream. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Well, thanks for being here. I know some of you guys are on the East Coast of the United States, and I hear things are a little icy. You guys faring all right today?
Ooh,
it will be soon. It hasn't hit yet, but
it's hit. Yeah. It's hit where I live.
Oh, really?
Oh man, where are you, Tommy?
I'm in Northwest Pennsylvania, and yesterday afternoon, I was outside at work. It was -22 with the wind chill. So, yeah, we were feeling it yesterday. Yeah,
I'm up in Massachusetts. The real feel right now is, oh no,
nice.
Wow.
Yeah, that was this morning. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like it's normally me that's like, hey, it's really frigid here in the high plains, and yet I'm doing okay with a nice, warm 15-degree day, so it's all right. But yeah, John, you don't get to say anything. Yeah. You get to live in a nice, warm, normal place. So
I was looking earlier. I think it's 62 right now.
Ooh, grab your coat.
It's pretty chilly. I do have my hoodie on, so it's a little cold over here.
Grab your coat.
We will be joined in a little bit.
I have no concept of Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Just means really cold.
Yeah.
It's a foreign language to me. I don't know if you're like in carbonite or like burning. Those numbers mean nothing to me.
We're going to be joined by another guest here in a little bit, I think, but we'll get the ball rolling without him at the moment. Let's just go through and say hello to the chat. I saw, looks like we got a super chat already from My Star Wars. Hey. Hello there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you. We've got Findor Moon in the chat. Hello, boyos. What's up? Mike Tarkin. Oh, we got so many folks here. We got Dean from one of the other Facebook groups. Oh man, there's a bunch of you here. Thanks for making time to be here on a nice Saturday.
So on TVC Trev, I swear my list will be in on time just as soon as I finish this 20th draft.
Don't fart around too long, my friend, because it closes tomorrow.
Yes. So I'll just go ahead and throw the graphic up real quick. We are going to be talking a lot about, you guessed it, the TVC March Madness 6, the top 25 submissions. Those are due at the time of this live stream. Those are due at 11:59 p.m. tomorrow night, Eastern time. So Sunday, the 25th, 25. Just remember that. So that is closing soon. We want to get more lists. So if you have not submitted your list yet, what are you waiting for other than revising it over and over again and agonizing over your picks? Get that in soon. We'd appreciate it. Yeah.
And we swear we'll stop spamming your feed with reminders after that until bracket voting begins in March, when we will begin again.
Yes.
Reminding you and begging for participation.
I'll tell you what, though, it's been a struggle getting lists this year. We've really had to hammer it home, and we appreciate every last little person who's not to call you little, every last person out there who has made a graphic and put their list out onto the internet. It inspires other people to do the same, and it keeps the momentum going throughout the whole month. So it's made a big difference. A couple of weeks ago we were like panicking. We were like, oh my God, we're not anywhere where we should be for the number of lists
I was
this year,
sitting pretty. It was fine, but
man, which one of us was a
now,
grumpy jerk?
I recall similar feelings last year. Is this a theme?
Yes.
We go in circles.
We like to count our chickens before they hatch, whatever the expression is. But it's all going to be fine.
SWTVC, same as last year.
It's not over till it's over.
Can you believe we've been doing this for 6 years, though? Wow.
Yeah, it feels like It feels like
Owen
a lifetime.
Wilson, wow.
Tyler, I'm glad you brought up the graphics. It's great to see them. I do want to throw a friendly reminder out there to everyone who has made the graphics, though. The graphics are great. Awesome. We love to see them. We love to see them shared. It's awesome to visualize everybody's top 25 lists. However, it is important to note that your list will not be counted unless you fill out the Google form that is also in that same link tree. Make sure that you enter everything into there and you're submitting your list. It's down on the corner of this stream. John or Tyler, one of you guys will maybe comment it here in just a sec so that people can click on it if they haven't. You can find it in our bio on our Instagram at SWTVC. It is that clickable little link tree. Make sure you submit your list at the link.
Right there. That big red banner right down there.
Yes.
Just dropped it in the...
And it's easy and it's free. So
yes.
There you go.
It'll only take a couple minutes, and if, it should be pretty painless to just type out the names of characters you like, I hope. I do that for fun, but that's a different mental disorder. So
Instagram comments don't count. Facebook comments don't count. Comments on Bantha Skull don't count.
Yes.
YouTube doesn't count. Discord doesn't count. All these platforms, they're wonderful and they help spread the word and they're great and all of that, but you have to submit it at the link right there, linktree.swtvc.
yes, definitely.
That is how your data actually gets collected. So don't neglect that part. That's the most important part.
Yeah. So
said, when is the bracket revealed? Late February, early March. We gotta make it first.
Yeah.
It takes a little while.
We got to sort out our
Yeah.
schedule and everything. There's a few moving parts here.
As
Messenger does not
as
count,
indicated by the title, March Madness.
Yeah.
The actual voting occurs in March.
Looks like we got another super chat here from Commander Bly 327.
Wow.
Thank you. Says Pong Krell, strong arm. Yes. I wonder if he'll show up on the bracket yet again. So
Yes.
I think he's well on his way, most likely.
yeah. So
I will say I agree with Trevor though. You guys caused a great deal of frustration for me. You made me hate myself. You made me spend a lot of hours on this, and hey, I think that shows that I care,
Yes.
and I care about all of this, and I want to just do myself right, but also do the polling right. So
Thank you for
Um,
putting in
well,
the
yeah,
hours.
and I
I'm
mean,
sorry
it's-
to make you tear your hair
It's
out, but
important to remember too, like, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks about your list. It's
Yes.
your list. Put your wants out there, because that's what we actually want. We want to see accurate data that's not like, oh, this person made me feel like this isn't a viable character, or this isn't going to be popular, or I should do this instead of like, no, put your wants, because we want to see what you actually want and what rises to the top of the community's wants sort of organically as a grassroots thing. And that's going to show Hasbro what people actually want to buy, right? So it's important that these lists they're accurate and they're based on your actual passions.
Yeah.
I
And
mean, it's okay to campaign for characters. I campaign for characters. I say, consider X, Y, and Z. But people can tell me to kick rocks and, do their shittos instead. And that's fine. That's
Yeah.
totally
I
fine.
think X, Y, and Z is a Cantina character. So
Yeah.
background.
looks
Maybe that's Tzizvit's brother, X, Y, and Z.
Right.
we got Riley Bob in the chat with the super chat. Happy March Madness season. So many rad lists. Looking forward to this year's bracket with all the latest reveals. Yes, same. Thank you, Riley Bob. Appreciate you. Always good to see you. We've also got another one from Ben Mund, 7675. No message, but we'll just say hello there. Yeah.
It's the only message I need. Sweet, sweet Simalu from you, Ben.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
Thank
Yes,
you. We appreciate the super chats. Can you highlight SW 1138's 1138's comment real quick? Yeah, that's what everybody says, guy.
Yeah, he says, I typed it out in a bold font and taped the paper to my front door. Does that work?
It doesn't work, but however
we
you
need
get
a
the word
travel
out
budget.
is appreciated. Yeah.
And Brendan Q, hopefully the carrier pigeon with my list makes it to you guys on time. With the
It
Arctic
was the
Blast,
one-
we'll see.
It was the one where he said, no one else needs to do their own list since my list is the best, and I already sent it in.
Yeah.
Yes, we've got a whopping one list submitted this year, and it's his. The end.
I like your top hat, by the way. Very classy. Very classy.
All right. Well, that's just kind of a loose start here with some March Madness stuff. We'll circle all the way back to that fun stuff. But again, reminder, you have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday, January 25th to submit your list. That is only 34 hours from now ish.
33
I
and a
can't
half
math on the
ish, yeah.
fly.
Yeah,
So
not quite a day and a half.
okay, perfect. So that's coming up soon. So if you're still agonizing over it, you're still making tweaks, or you have submitted your list but you want to change it, that window's closing. So make sure you prioritize getting that done as soon as possible. All right. So Madness, March Madness. We talk about characters we want. Hey, guess what? There's some more things that happen. Figures get made sometimes, and we buy them, and they get sent to us, and that's great. Mail call. Have we gotten anything fun recently? John?
Yes, so as I wrote, the first wave of the year is shipping out from online retailers, and even more shockingly, it's actually available in stores. I found Padme and Shakti at Target a couple times, and then I got the wave from Entertainment Earth a couple days later.
Same.
And the new figures are absolute perfection, certified bangers, top to bottom.
They look pretty good, man.
The only reused part on any of the three is Shakti's upper
gosh,
legs,
man.
which you can't even see under there.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm supposed to get a couple of those today from Amazon. Let's go.
Nice.
Sweet, sweet.
I just
yeah,
got
they
them
look
in from
incredible.
EE a couple days ago. Oh,
Yeah, it feels like I think they're about to ship out from Pulse or shipping out now, but like everybody is.
That too.
They're all kind of coming from everybody right now, which is nice to
Yeah.
see.
GameStop shipped them, and Amazon, I
Those two.
think, is shipping Shakti and Padme as well. So
Nice.
Yeah.
We've got
GameStop is still a company. I'm surprised that they shipped some things out this week.
we've got Lord Zip Ahead right here.
There we go.
Yeah.
Come here.
I want to say,
Love it.
Darth Zippy.
Paul Hadley mentioned, did anyone else get bent cards in their case from EE? I did not, but I did get a little of the indentation on the cards because they packed it sideways. Hasbro changed the orientation of the box, and then Entertainment Earth put it on its side anyway, so the figures were still pressing down on each other.
My
I gotta
case
say, mine are really
from
good for the most part.
EE has the bent bottom corner. Not too bad on all of them. Emperor's Wrath Vader is the one that actually got the most damage. Of course, the one that I didn't want to buy extras of. So
Very good.
guess we'll see. But the ones that I found at Target, amazing. You can buy TVC at Target. That still blows my
Yep.
mind.
Got mine at Target.
Yeah, those ones I got at Target after stocking the store for more days consecutively than I'd like to admit. They were all pristine, no bubble indents, nothing on them. I was shocked. So
And Jason,
Yeah,
you were
bro.
saying Jason got an international trafficker to help you out.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, my buddy Daniel was on holiday with his family and coming back through Singapore, and he managed to pick up
Sweet.
the Stranger Padme and Shakti for me, which was really awesome of him. Thank you, Daniel.
Nice.
I also recently, just the other day, finally got my land speeder
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
to
Good one.
replace that land speeder.
Yeah. Look at that time capsule.
So,
Yeah.
you know, maybe I'm imagining things here, but I'm comparing the malls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oops, actually, he just dropped his dark saber, of course. And it almost looks to me like the horns are a little bit pointier on the new one. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like it's as if like they did it better with the plastic injection into the mold this time, because the original release, it's the best mall head we've ever gotten, but the horns are a little bit round and stubby, and on the new one they look like really nice and pointy.
Maybe it's that
Paint apps
factory
are definitely
difference.
different too.
So
It's
Yeah.
the
The red
factory
is-
rules,
is-
the horn thickness. Wall thickness.
The red's different, and the eyes are definitely different. So, for all you guys saying, I already have the old figure. I know you're out there. I know you guys are out there. It's different. It's not the same.
But
I can tell
Tommy,
you
this
just by looking at it, it's not the same.
is your first time getting mall, right, Tommy? Or did you?
It
have the old
is,
one?
yeah. So I actually I cherry picked with TVC like for years and years and years. I have every clone trooper just about that they've ever done, and I would pick up like one or two here or there. But after the ship campaign was kind of where I decided to go head over heels into it, and I have like 8 figures I need to open. I have a stack of like 15 more I need to go through, and
That's part of the-
so for
Yes.
me, part of it is like catching up. And I actually, a lot of my friends and I that are normally Black Series and Hot Toys collectors, a lot of us jumped on the gunship campaign, and we're picking up things like this mall. So
Heck
this is
yeah.
great
Yeah.
because it's a better figure paint apps wise, because the paint apps are sharper.
Then the first
yeah.
release. Yeah.
Yeah, so we get the opportunity to get a sharper version of it. So it's great for us to play catch up.
yeah,
I really
I'm gonna have to compare those more closely because they do look very different.
the only thing my eyes, obviously I'm wearing glasses. I need to get better ones. To me, it just looked like maybe the red on mall was just a little more saturated this time around. But
He
that's
says
about it.
open. Might
Yes.
regret this. But I'm
Star
gonna
Wars
open
and
Yeah.
Bruised writes, open it.
And can you smell them
Do
both,
it.
Commander
Tyler?
Bly.
Please.
And
Commander
Commander
Blind is the
Bly.
same. Thank you, guys.
I have to review it. I have to keep it sealed until I review it.
Man,
Is,
when
is it supposed to? Is it
Not to be
supposed
a
to
creep.
smell a little stinky?
when I pulled Shakti out, she got that
Oh, it
nice
does have
plastic
a-
smell going on.
Yeah, it does.
I said, oh,
Pizza. No, I'm just kidding.
Speaking of Shakti, I know someone had mentioned check the QC on Shakti. I noticed I ended up getting, I have 4 Shaktis already. That's great.
Wow.
2 of them have misalignment on the kind of tabard thing that comes down here, the photoreal printing. This one does not. This one's fine. Sorry for my grubby nerd hands.
Are you talking about her like headband?
No. I'm talking about
Like
the skirt
the
piece
skirt.
that hangs down the center.
Oh, the sash on the front.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The intricate design there is very good, and when it's printed, it looks phenomenal.
Mhm.
But there are several cases of it where it is not particularly aligned all that great. So
Yeah. When I went to Target and found Shock T, there was like 4 of them on the pegs, and I noticed 2 of them had misalignment, 2 of them were good to go.
yeah.
Let me see Tyler's real quick. Which
Can
one
you guys
is?
see that?
Oh yeah, it's a little.
So the one on the
red.
left is the newer one.
This one here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, the horns.
So it is a little brighter.
Kiwi. Yeah, interesting.
Eyes
And
look
the-
different as well.
Yeah,
It's
the,
very interesting. Yeah.
the chest tattoos look brighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I'll have to real quick. Baymax, thank you for the
Baymax
dollar.
77. Yep.
You're rooting for Rook. Concept
Who's that
is
guy?
550 plus IG likes. I believe Tyler will be talking about Rook later, but
Nice.
Yes.
after, I wasn't planning on getting another of this mall, but then after the Shadow Lord trailer dropped this week, which looked awesome.
Yeah.
So excited
I'm
for
like,
that
maybe
show.
I'll probably need another one too. Hopefully they make. There's all these figures I've wanted since Bad Batch or Clone Wars, like the Pikes and the Night Troopers
Yeah.
and the TK Troopers and
Yeah, not to get too wish
Inquisitors.
listy about
Yeah.
it, but the TK Troopers, man, as soon as that trailer dropped, all my friends and I, like I said, big prequel kids and all that, we're like, oh, I'd be in on like 20 TK Troopers, fill up a gunship, have them all cutting them down. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Awesome.
And further media appearances of Marak, the
Yes.
11th brother,
Yes.
characters that we've been asking for TVC. I know Black Series has a really great Marak figure. I really like that figure. Sold really well. I think we've talked about that before. It was kind of hard to come by.
Yeah,
and
it got
wasn't-
like discontinued on store shelves pretty early, so
Well-
I don't know what the deal with that was.
I'm sure they'll repack him on a Mall Shadow Lord box. So
Yes, I will
Yeah.
take him too without
Yep.
the awful rust paint that he has
Yes,
on the current Black
yes.
Series version. Yeah.
Yep. So I think he'll probably make an appearance again
Yeah.
on the TVC March Madness bracket. We'll see. So
Oh yeah, the Padme.
He's doing very well. Spoiler alert.
yeah, Padme's phenomenal. I'll just go ahead and
Yeah.
The face is
I-
crazy.
Can I just take a minute? I know I'm kind of interrupting here, but I have to say, like, thank you to Hasbro, because these are so beautiful and so well done and so definitive. And just this year, I know it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I know some people can't stand the prequels and they're like OT only, or the dialogue was wooden, or this too much CGI, blah blah blah, whatever. But this year being a love letter to sort of the PT, it's a good thing for my heart. I'm not Englishing well right now, but
feelings to my heart.
yes, thank you. Yes, thank you, kind Master Yoda. It's very special, and I can't wait to see what else this year has in store. And I hope that the people who maybe it's not quite their cup of tea can still find enjoyment in these figures and some other stuff released this year.
Well, I'll tell you what, the return to, a big prequel focus this year has brought me to purchase other things
heck yeah.
like these guys.
Nice.
I really like these dudes. These are great. Yeah.
Have you
nice.
opened a Dark Times Vader yet, Tommy?
No, I've not.
Ooh,
I got
you're
one
gonna
for
love
me, and I got one
Yeah,
for my
Stormtrooper.
dad for his birthday.
Nice.
So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, I'm really
You're gonna love
excited.
Sweet.
One more thing when you were
The
talking
only
about
problem with
oh, yeah.
this figure, sorry.
Oh no, go for
The
it.
only
Jason.
problem with this Padme is so good, and the face sculpt is so amazing that it makes me hate all my other Padme figures, and I want a top 25 of, because they all look
Just
so bad in
Padmes. Yeah.
comparison.
Yeah.
Ah,
I
she's
agree.
So good. Yeah.
It's just incredible likeness. My gosh.
John,
And Shock T too. Shock T, the amount of detail on her clothing and on her face, God, it's just
When Evan brought up the
incredible, man.
any misalignment, like there's so much deco on this figure.
So
There's so
much.
many different hits that it's just you might have to see a few to see what works, but
Yeah.
they really put a ton of several different like soft goods pieces and all the
Yeah.
parts and stuff. It's kind of amazing.
Absolutely incredible.
I'm taken
man.
back with
My
a
gosh.
couple of the offerings being non-deluxe, right? Because I think
Yeah.
Shock T in the Black Series was deluxe. Is that correct?
No, she
I
was
think she was
standard.
standard, but
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
always
okay.
it was always discussed like speculative, like, oh, if they did her, she would probably be deluxe. but
Yeah,
then- yeah.
I think James had interviewed Chris Rife at one of those UK events, and he was talking about that. Maybe he was saying a lot of it is deluxe, and I was concerned with that if and when she came to the line. Also with Poggle the Lesser, you know, like
Yes.
seeing him in the main line was like, all right, you know, good to see.
So
that.
what you're saying, John, is you want them, Hasbro, to put them in cardboard boxes or giant oversized cards and charge us more for them.
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing.
That's a good idea. Someone write that down.
Has
Did I?
anyone put Padme on the
if
Reek?
only we had
No.
someone who had that new Poggle figure to be on the stream. right about
Funny
now.
enough, we
Ooh.
Wait a minute.
We might. All right, we are joined by another guest and another person that again needs no introduction. He is an incredibly familiar face here in the TVC sphere. Very successful YouTube channel. You know him, you love him, you admire him. It's Tim, Bossk Bounty. What's up, man?
Wow, hello.
Good man. Cheers for the intro. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah. I just need to apologise. I haven't been able to share this out apart from the post that we did, the collab post that we did on Instagram last night. I've just been out all day. I've only just got back, so I do apologise.
This was all very last minute, so thank you for scrambling to make this work.
How is everybody? All good? All right, John? All right,
yeah.
Tyler?
Good.
Blitz? Tommy? How you doing, buddy? All right?
Good. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, mate.
Good to see you, Tim.
Thanks for joining. We were just
Good to see
talking
you, Evan.
about
Good to see you, John.
nice to see it. We were just talking about the new wave,
Good to see
but
you,
for
Tim.
you, it's like 3 waves ago since you
Yeah.
get the figures the
Oh,
second
right.
they're concepted somehow.
Yeah,
But
It
yeah,
was
you're already on.
2025.
Yeah,
this guy. Yeah.
nice. You're already on to Veers and Poggle.
geez.
Yeah, watch your
Yeah, very
Poggle
good.
review. I can't wait for that guy.
Yeah.
Someone asked to put Padme on the Reek.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Is that the first time a Padme can ride the Reek?
Yes, the first. I,
I
think
used
so.
to. I was able to put the old one on there, but everybody's
The
always
one,
saying they
like
could.
the old one that had the
The arms out like that.
Yeah.
Like a
The,
Just
dad.
need to correct Padme now, don't you? Really?
And people were asking, and Mr. Stevie, he commented somewhere on Instagram. Someone's like, "Why did you do the one where she's like not in the arena battle, ripped clothing version?" And he was like, "There's a method to our madness." So I don't know what that means, but the fact that he threw that out there gives me hope. That
I
they'll
think it
reuse
means-
90% of her for a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hope so.
I've
Hello.
talked about this recently a lot about like the Snowtrooper Commander, and General Veers. I just mentioned this in a comment on Bantha Skull the other day. Like, I think Hasbro is really starting to get it a lot more in terms of like the next logical thing that fans are going to want when you release something, right? And I think that with Poggle the Lesser and with Padme, there's a plan here to. I mean, they've already pretty much announced the Geonosian Warrior basically by showing off the pulse cannon or whatever it is, the Geonosian rifle there. So I'm choosing to trust that we're going to get a retooled, Nexu damaged Padme, and that I'm not going to have to go ballistic and burn down the entire city of Boston. But
Well, at least you'd be warm. So
I'm just kidding.
They should
FBI.
call it-
Just kidding.
Padme Amidala Geonosis Arena Reek Slam. Like she hits that thing so
Oh, yeah.
hard when she.
It's shocking
Walk it
that she
off.
was able to have children after that moment.
I'd want to mention something too. I know when we were talking about the Stranger, once upon a time, I know we moved on to Padme and Shakti. So maybe one last thing on Padme. I was worried about the low knees on this figure. In
Yeah.
hand, they're not near as low as they seem. It is not another Jedi Legend or Wandering Jedi Obi-Wan scenario. They look pretty proportional. It is just the illusion of that sculpted, angled down on the front of the knees that kind of gives it a weird look, but in hand, phenomenal. But speaking of legs,
Default on her.
on
Looks so good.
figures, we had the Stranger. I know it was like, oh no, they cut the thigh cut off of his articulation. They talked about with the pants. I wasn't sure how I felt about that. I was kind of about the fat wrists and the legs and whatever. In hand, no problems whatsoever. I really love it. They added a bit of articulation in the pant leg at the shin so that his legs can swivel at the lower part, and it's pretty impressive. So
they need all the lower leg tooling they need for an MC Hammer 3
yes,
figure.
yes,
Perfect.
Love it. So
talking about knees, actually, I wanted to ask John, because he's probably the only person that's seen this figure in hand, and that's the new Obi-Wan. When you went to the toy shop, they had him there, right? Because he's got something strange going on with his knees, isn't he? Where you can see the
joint.
They messed it up.
Yeah, and I failed to actually capture a photo of it, even though I was, talking to Brandon and Chris about him. And Brandon was mentioning to get that like deep cut of a knee joint. I was trying to understand it, but at the end of the day, we did send the message of ideally that would be nice to not do anymore.
Yeah.
I did the Looney Tunics thing. I think that was the end of year show where it kind of went over some Obi-Wan things, and they can reuse that Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan tooling for many things. And if they, were to do another release and all they'd have to tool up is new lower legs that are just a little longer, it would fix all those problems for that guy. So yeah,
and I was just looking at the photo. I was bringing up the photos on my Instagram, and I wish I had posed him a little bit with his knees bending to see how it looked, and I failed because I think if you had a slight bend, you wouldn't see it, but obviously if you had him
it just throws off the proportions, and you'll notice, at least in the photos that I've seen from everyone posting that has seen that figure and from the promo stuff, he looks a little short for a stormtrooper. He looks a little short. So it's kind of like the stubby legs. It happened with the Jedi and any of the Wandering Jedi leg-based Obi-Wans, where those lower legs are just so stubby that posing them makes it look kind of awkward. So I really hope
this guy had the knees over the boot though.
Yeah.
Still, yeah.
Can I answer someone's question in the chat super quick?
Please do. Who are you answering?
Bjorn Jorgensen, and forgive me if I'm trying, man. You've got like an IKEA name there. It's very hard. No offense, I'm just kidding. He asked me to compare the whites here. So we've got Leia and Padme. Padme is a bit on the creamer side, and Leia is white.
Like ivory.
Does that Leia head fit on the Padme body?
Let's see.
I do have another comment about some of these Jedis and their lower tabards, if I'm saying that correctly. I mean, how do you guys feel about the all cloth? I know. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
that
was quick. Wow.
I think it's a little bit high on the neck.
Yeah, if you threw a cloak on it, though, it might.
Padme's got a long
and
neck
the skin tones, not
Put
quite.
the cloak on.
Padme's. Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Now put Temuera Morrison's head on
not
there.
always a
Why are you doing that? Is that because the outfit's similar to?
Did she do that
what
in the
wore
comic book run?
In the comics,
Yeah.
isn't it? Right.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to her Empire Strikes Back costume. Hoth. Is it
comic
Hoth?
book.
Yeah, the comic book ones.
Pretty cool.
So yeah, if they did something like that, I think between the Tonikas and Padme, they could probably mix and match to make some.
These
some
pegs
stuff.
are almost the same size.
I want to get to your question, Miko, but
Actually identical.
also I want to say real quick for reusing Padme's tooling. I've seen people doing it because she has an adventure look in the Clone Wars. It's similar,
Yes,
which is like tan and kind of maroon with a vest and stuff. And I'd like to see that. And she also has like the purple cloak version early on in the Clone Wars. So it's lots of tooling they can reuse on this. But
also, shout out to audio listeners. I'm sure this is all very fascinating. I'm sorry
Watch
if
the
you
YouTube.
guys, watch the YouTube, or just hang in there. We'll talk some more stuff.
But Miko, you were asking about the lower tunics being all cloth. Was that?
Yeah, I'm curious what everyone's opinion is on that. Like, I understand from a move of posability and whatnot, but I really love how the Black Series is doing like the more soft vinyl, and I think we used to have that on some figures.
We still get on some. Jedi Legend Obi-Wan had it. Showdown
Like
Obi-Wan.
your,
new
like
Luke.
the Acolyte guys have.
Yeah.
Right,
plastic.
right. So
I don't really
the non-deluxe.
Yeah, non-deluxe.
Yeah. So
I like the way
prefer
that they did like
softer-
the old Anakin here. I'm going to compare these.
Right. Are you pulling
So-
out the episode 2 Black Series one, or
I like it. I
I'm
like
pulling
this
out-
look better than the.
I'm pulling out the TVC one. Oh god, the TVC one here, the first one, right, had the
yes,
plastic tabards, and then a soft goods like skirt, right?
which is way too long.
right.
Sure, but I mean, I'm just making.
Which
my
one did
point
you
here.
have there,
So,
John?
This is the.
And then here's the new-
3-pack one.
The new
Yeah,
TVC
silk
one has
Oh, right,
the
right.
the
It's like
soft goods tabards.
I prefer
with a
the other one, the 2010 one, looks like it has like giant thick tabards, but this one still looks kind of leathery, but
Yeah.
like in the light.
You
can kinda
prefer
see-
that,
I prefer the new one,
John? Really?
That's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want more of.
I
It just
think-
looks a little more realistic.
Yeah.
I agree.
I like the aesthetic of the soft plastic. I like it a lot. It makes the figure look more cohesive. But I do like the posability of the soft goods. So me being a Jedi head, I sell me both, Hasbro. It's like the Leia with the plastic skirt,
Yeah.
and hopefully we get her with a soft goods skirt so that we can, have both.
And I want Obi-Wan, the ghost Obi-Wan with the hard plastic skirt in
Yeah.
non-ghost
It's-
colors.
Yeah, for me, I think it's case
forces
by
to
case.
forces.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Case by case for me, it's like my biggest issue is what I hate when I'm posing an action figure and you just have these huge chunks of plastic that are just floating out. For
Yeah.
Jedi especially, with how acrobatic they are, you want to get them in those more athletic stances. I think yes, case by case, but I tend to lean soft goods in general because it just
Balin's a
stretches in
tricky
a way
one.
that plastic can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you look at like Balin, for example, right? Balin's got these big long plastic pieces, and they do kind of, I haven't put them on a howler, but I've seen other people do it, and they kind of stick out
Mm.
to the side. And but I mean,
Such a good
but he's
figure,
got like
though.
a unique like texture. I don't know. It's pretty bendy. It's not too like movement inhibitive, but I don't know. It's tricky. It's tricky.
That in a way it kind of leads me back to, it's not necessarily tabards, but it leads me back to the Stranger real quick. We've got the hammer pants, the sculpted disco pants on him in TVC. Black Series did it where they reused some other legs underneath soft goods pants.
Yeah.
Having
I don't know about that one.
having both in hand, and played with both, photographed
Yeah.
both a little bit. Weirdly, as much as I like the silhouette that the baggy soft goods pants cuts on the Black Series ones, it allows for him to look more like a shape of darkness.
Right.
I do prefer how the TVC one turned out in terms of posability and not having some weird, especially
Function,
at this
yeah.
scale.
I think I agree.
don't think the soft goods would hang as well on it either.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having the Black Series one, I will say that it was kind of like a little bit jarring. Like I almost would prefer the sculpted pants. And I think
Yeah.
that's why I say case by case, because it also comes down to like if they can achieve the texture of the fabric, like with Shak Ti, perfect. They got a good texture on the fabric. It needs to be soft goods because she has the long flowing dress. But on a character like the recent Black Series arrest scene Palpatine,
Yeah.
they should have just gone sculpted plastic on the outer robes because of all that texture that fabric has. You just lose that completely with the soft goods approach.
well, and the Stranger got some weathering deco on the bottom of his pants. So
Don't mention Black Series on the stream.
But Tyler,
Only if
the
you're saying it. Yeah, it's only-
Tyler, what about the Anakin from Attack of the Clones from the 3.75-inch Black Series? Because I remember you did a custom, and I copied the custom as well to get him on the box.
actually,
Right,
yeah.
so
there's-
to get it. So if you were to get that figure again, and you wanted to put him on the bike, and you didn't want to have to do all that customization of
Ooh,
cutting his
dust on him.
tabards down a little
did
bit
that
and
too.
whatever, because he wouldn't be able to fit on that bike unless you cut the. Did you have to cut the tab, or did you bend them in place? You
So
bent them
there was a version of the figure. This figure here, the one that was released in the Black Series 3.75, it was released a few times, and one of the times that it was released, it was with this like black pleather. It's hard to see. Let me see if I can move the cloak.
It was in
out
the
of way.
cancelled line, wasn't it?
No,
With
it
the
was in one of
RTD?
those Geonosis 2-packs.
Yeah,
I
the
think.
Target
Oh.
exclusive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Let's see, and
Oh, the
it
Order
came
66 2-packs you talking about?
with
No, there was
Can
it
you
was
guys
similar
see
ones,
that?
but it was Geonosis themed.
It came with like pleather soft goods. Can you guys see that?
Mhm.
Ah,
You
right.
see what I'm talking
See,
about?
I had to cut mine a little bit so they wouldn't, so they could like sit, so we could sit on the
Yeah.
bike a bit better. Yeah.
Do you guys see what
Yeah.
I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I-
it's different than the version that came out single carded, which had the plastic lower
Yeah.
tabards.
Right.
Yeah.
But I
It's,
feel
it's like a
it re-
retool of the same figure, basically.
the Ahsoka one kind of recreates that one a little. Like I said,
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
has a similar texture, but without. I don't know.
And pleather does
Well,
not
I-
hold up over time either.
No,
Yeah.
no, not at all.
I will say,
That's
John,
true.
the episode 3 Anakin there, because his lower tabards, they have like a sheen to the fabric.
Yeah.
It almost makes it, when you're showing it, look like it is a soft vinyl.
Yeah.
But
right.
when you look at the Obi-Wan one, I know it's because they're the same colors, both his lower, like his whatever, the strips of his tabard and just the lower skirt of his tabard. It just, to me, it looks kind of weird. And
Yeah.
I
It
just
looks a
gotta-
little
get
long
over
too on the upcoming Obi-Wan. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the real reason Tyler likes the soft goods is because he can iron them. So
Yeah.
you
It's
do
true.
the
You know, I was-
plastic.
Yeah.
You get a
I was
horrible
thinking
burning
earlier-
smell. The smoke alarm goes off.
I know when he saw that Shock T, he was licking his lips, going, "Oh
I
boy."
was like, oh, this got to get fixed. Oh no, we can't have that. And you know, Tommy, when you pull that Vader out and his cloak is like,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to iron that thing and put a nice little clip behind it to
Put
keep
some
it.
pleats, do like a pleated cape.
You
Really
could do
nice.
that. Some people do. There's a guy. I think his is Star Wars 4, like the number 4 life, and he
Yeah.
folded it up and ironed it so that it would be pleated, and it hangs like in a
Yeah.
really unique way that
Interesting.
looks like a cape, and it's really impressive. I'll send it to you. Remind me to
Sweet.
send it to you.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
Heck yeah.
Get some
he
spray
did.
starch. Sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, we've been talking for 42 minutes. It's crazy what happens when we get new things that we're excited about in
Right,
hand.
right.
We haven't even gotten to the meat and potatoes of
Oh,
the
that's
show
why
yet.
we're here. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
So, unless there's any final thoughts on this current wave that we've gotten in hand,
Sorry,
or
the
Tim, your ancient history
appetizers-
now.
Right.
You have the next wave, I believe. Unless there's anything else on this wave that we've gotten, should we talk about some reveals that have happened recently?
These appetizers were so good. I'm sorry, Evan. It's like, this is like a Texas Hold'em roll with the butter. I'm like, oh, it's so,
Yeah.
so
If it's a
good.
sign of things
Fill
to
up on
come
this,
for the quality of Battle of Geonosis,
Yep.
then I'm
Yeah.
over the moon. Yeah.
Yeah, I could talk about the Stranger Padme and Shakti all day. So,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
but yeah.
Tim
All
can't
right.
even remember it. It was so long ago for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were but a boy when these figures came out. All right. Well, let's move on then. We've got all this stuff in hand. It's great, but we've still got some things on the horizon. Some familiar stuff. John, do you wanna take
Yeah,
us away
so
on this?
I think I care the most about the Disney Parks Droid Factory stuff, so I'll take lead on this part. But so when we last streamed, we covered the Build-A-Droid line, which now R5K6 has come out. We got
Yep.
the first part of this guy, TC332.
Yep.
We noticed some curious names. So CW24 has since been renamed CU28. Still releasing on February 6th. That's the Copper Grief Cargo Droid, which is the copper on the periodic table is CU29. I don't know why they're one off, but that's okay. Good for them.
They've renamed it
Yeah.
because everyone thought it was for Carl Weathers, right?
Yeah,
CW.
So it was CW24, so like the year of his death, which is kind of weird that now when you rewatch the series, it's like the droid is predicting his death, like it's the harbinger of his doom or something.
God.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I don't
geez.
know. So it was a nice tribute, but yeah, I'd CU28. It's close to the copper in the periodic table, and then it was named Q2K2 for some reason, but it was always forever QTKT. So they fixed the name on the website. Releasing on March 6th, and then we got a new reveal, which was DDBD, which is the first,
Solo.
the first solo figure in a long time. A solo figure in 2026. Nothing is impossible, folks. So. He was the first droid to join L337's rebellion on Kessel in Solo. Very unique, never before done.
Yeah,
Did-
it's
Dead
cool.
bod.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad bod.
That's the name, Dad bod. But did anybody? This is gonna be niche. You guys are gonna just not care. It reminds me of The League. There's the character with the Eskimo Brother database, the EBDBB&B, the Eskimo Brother database bed and breakfast. That's all I think of when I see the name for this.
Oh man, and Tops 375 said, "Are we seeing any new paint on this QT, KT, or is the one I have already going to be the same?" The old one is based on the Bar 2 D2 sculpt, the little TVC one. This is based on the Build-A-Trade sculpt, which I think I prefer quite a bit.
Yeah.
Some people say it's not perfect still, but it's my favorite one that we have. And it does, I think it's a better looking one. The old one's kind of gray and weird. This one is, I prefer this one. So nice to have it. Yeah, so again, once a month with the shipping is a little annoying now that they're $20 each, but you know.
Yeah.
Just buy 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. Pool your resources together with your buddies. So
it's actually what we do. And one just quick thing, like distribution New Zealand is really good for the Disney park stuff because we have access to Disney Australia and we have a little chat group, which says, you know, new droids come out, who wants one, and we pool our resources so we get the free shipping. It's cool.
Nice. Working together.
Real
should be
quick,
doing that I know.
First of all, Evan, thank you for being the shepherd of our time. Secondly, we got 137 people. Just dropped down to 134, but we appreciate everyone. I know every time I bring it up, it drops, but we appreciate everyone being here on the stream with us, taking this time out of your Saturday, especially when you're probably could be out panic buying things for the storm that's coming. But no, we appreciate it, and if you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up for us, we'd really appreciate it. Okay.
yes,
Sorry to be
make sure
annoying.
you're
Thanks.
subscribed. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, and you know, just while we're doing that, make sure you're subscribed and like everything that everyone on this stream is doing. Blitz Transmissions, Middle Aged Kiwi Man, the TVC Facebook group, Boss Bounty. Make sure you go there. Links are actually in the description of this video. I put them in there this time. I made sure to do that. So
Awesome.
Yay.
yep. So thank you to everybody who's here watching and everybody who's here on the stream. And again, submit your top 25 lists.
Yes.
So, but yeah, speaking of top 25 lists, there were some top wants out there that may or may not have been checked off recently. So that takes us to our next reveal.
Yes. So Hasbro had a live stream way back on January 12th, hundreds of lists ago, where the main attraction was finally the payoff to a tease, this tease from last summer. And of course, as we know from the reaction, it was exactly what everyone wanted and expecting, and everyone was equally happy. So that was good news for us.
Yeah.
And now, and so we all expected a Cantina Denizen 4-pack, which we kind of got it, but now they're calling it a Mos Eisley 4-pack.
Yeah.
Which includes. Let's start with
Denizen's pack.
Denizen. Yeah, see on the bottom there it says Mos Eisley 4-pack. They spelled Eisley wrong. That's okay.
Oh, that's
but and it is finally, it's relevant again because it's finally going up for pre-order this week, this Wednesday. And it's a Hasbro Pulse and Disney Store exclusive. Disney Store usually puts their exclusives up when they're actually in stock, ready to ship. So it'll probably just be on Pulse this Wednesday, is my guess. But okay, so let's run them down. Let's start with Tim's number one, Grindan, however you want to call it. He's in the line finally.
Yes.
He was your number one for a couple years, right, Tim?
He was. Yeah, I was pushing for him, and here he is. Very happy.
Nice. So yeah, we got previous versions in 1996, 2006, as well as an upcoming retro one. So every year that ends in 6, 2016 really beefed that one. He's been on the March Madness bracket the past 3 years, where he ranked 56, 48, 44. He kept rising up a little bit. But now we finally got this beautiful version. He's finally got an accurate cape. It's a very weird cape in the movie, where it's like it's not just a hoodie like the previous ones had, like a hood. This is like a weird. So he's like draping a towel over him or something. I don't know. He was in the shower when he realized there was rebel activity in the area.
He had to cover up his little mushroom head.
Yes, so they showed a little bit about that, and we were discussing, like, what does he look like under the hood? Because the last figure, he was just like, you saw his little ears, and then we looked up a 12-inch figure where it looks like the actor was wearing like a bag on their head or something, and then because you can see stitch lines on it's very strange, but it kind of looks like that, and it kind of looks like Mo Howard's haircut from the Three Stooges.
Yeah. I forgot to throw that in here into the slide deck, but
There's one of these guys in Andor season 1 in the finale there, where they're all fighting in the streets there with the Imperials.
Yeah.
So he gets taken out, doesn't he? He lands on the ground, and he's
yeah. It's like
And
the
And
one
then there's
alien.
the flute. There's the flute version as well in Mandalorian,
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
and the assassin as well. So yeah, they're getting around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's not a whole lot of photos of these for some reason. They didn't provide any, but
Well, should be getting them this week once it goes
yeah.
up.
Yeah. But Tim, are you happy? Are you happy with them so far?
Yeah, no, it looks good. I mean, obviously in the film you don't really see what he's wearing underneath his robe, particularly. But from like I don't know, promo shots and stuff that, and maybe outfit, not the outfit, but the costume that you can buy that people like might dress up as when they go to a con or whatever. It looks pretty spot on in from my point of view, I think. So yeah.
There's the sideshow version too that came out.
Yeah.
Yes, I've got the Hot Toys version. I just haven't opened it. I did get it.
Nice.
But it's just still in its shipper box. I've just been too lazy to open it. And yeah, no, this is I mean, of course, I'm with everybody else in terms of like the way they sort of promoted it with the hands around a table and cups and stuff. Then you would have thought that it would have been guys that you actually see inside the cantina, but you know. We'll come on to Chalman as well, but I can't be disappointed because it's a character that I have been pushing for. So
Right. I think that was like, I think they made a great Mos Eisley set. If they just dropped it, everyone would have been thrilled over the moon. But we had 6 months of build up of thinking, oh, it's going to be
it's the
this
way
guy
they
who was
pushed
in the
it, yeah.
cantina. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But Tim, would you have
Gaslighting.
wanted Garandan carded on the vintage collection? Was it?
well,
Perfect.
yeah, this is another topic of this whole set, isn't it? Really, I think I was trying to work out what Steve Evans meant when he replied to somebody about like the cost. Like he said something like, you know, would have been better. It was toying between 3 carded or 4 non-carded. Is that because
Right.
their internal budget, you know, and making 4 carded would go over, you know, or would
I
it
mean-
make it set more too because no one's going to complain at like an extra $5 or $6 or however much it is for a carded set. I don't think anyway.
we just
Could
got
be sorry, John.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I was gonna say it could be the whole process with LFL. I mean, I know this one had a retro figure, so like they could have used that card back, but it could have been that whole process of approval, back and forth. That time is money.
Takes
you know,
longer,
designing the cards.
Yeah. And there's no
So-
film out for Chalman. They'd have to.
They could have used they could either make their own or hire an artist like they did for the Heir to the Empire pack, or they could have used the Ralph McQuarrie
Yeah,
art.
there's
which I
that
think
part.
would've been
The
awesome.
Heir to the
But-
Empire card backs.
But yeah,
To get Tyler on that
Pop-up
subject,
card
but
back.
but
we-
in
we-
answer to the question, yes, I would have loved Garandan on a card for sure.
But
You know,
and then as we just saw with the Darth Vader and the characters from those 3 packs, they can always repack them later. They're not shy about repacking stuff. There's
Yeah.
no
Well,
And
so
I hear there's a milestone next year that would probably be great for
Yeah.
some things.
I kind of wanted to talk about this because, like, I think it seems clear to me that they intend to repack these on their individual cards, and I don't know, man. I'm sure there's a decent amount of collectors that are going to rebuy these on cards, but like, how many? Versus
We've done
just
polling.
oversaturation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've done polling on this, Tyler. Like half of the community buys carded figures.
I know.
I know. It's a sample
but, like,
size, so it's a big. That's a concern because we do want to see more background characters to support all of our bigger dioramas and ships that we're, fleshing
Yeah.
out here, right?
No,
So-
for sure. I think, and maybe cost balancing was a concern. Maybe Lucasfilm. I don't know. I personally think it's a mistake to offer these in a non-carded multi-pack instead of a carded multi-pack upfront, because they are assuming they're going to be able to turn around and resell these on cards. And
Yeah.
is that going to be an oversaturation? I mean, how many Garandans do people need?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like,
well, this is the thing, Tyler. I think I completely agree with you. At the end of the day, the amount of comments that I got in my sort of, I do a reveal video or whatever, the amount of comments that were like, either, oh, I only need to buy one of these now because I would have bought 2, or you've just saved me a load of money, Hasbro. I don't need to buy these because I'm a carded collector. Simple. So
and then if it doesn't sell well, does Hasbro get the message, oh, we shouldn't release these carded because they didn't sell well the first time around, when actually the lesson they should be taking is that people wanted them carded and are waiting for you to release them on cards. So it's like it's a mess.
I think also that, some of those 3-packs where they weren't carded but bought them out carded later, they were main characters, right? Like there was the Luke Skywalker
this is it.
one.
It's a bit of a safer bet.
Skywalkers.
Well,
Even the ARC troopers, they're all going to sell well. Yeah.
This is the point, because people are, when this thing got revealed, I think the most surprising thing about it, regardless of the character choices, was the fact that they aren't carded. Because you're right, when you look at, like, I don't know, Anakin from the 3-pack, right?
Mhm.
The one that you were holding up earlier, John.
Yep.
It would be unbelievable. No one would believe you if you said that they're not going to repack that figure on a Revenge of the Sith card at some point in the future. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just obvious, so obvious, and it will sell, right? But with these Cantina and background characters, you kind of feel that you need to sort of do it in one thing. Like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, we've had 4 carded 4-packs before,
We have
like that, or the Cantina set we just got with the Kinder colors.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Evan. I was just about to say that 4-pack there sold so well they've had to make a load more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that gives me hope that there is a market for, because that 4-pack and the first Skiff Guard 3-pack have gotten second runs later.
Yeah.
Same with the Jabba set, so that gives me hope that if they do these figures on a carded version later, that there's still a market for it.
But I don't know. I don't like this precedent that we seem to be setting with TVC kind of last year into this year, where we do these non-carded multi-packs, and then throughout the next 12 to 18 months, several of those characters come out on the single cards. Because I know the big talking point right now is, okay, well, we need to grow sales on TVC. And I don't see that a way to grow sales by repacking the same figures within such a close proximity. Like, where you're giving us the same characters from a multi-pack, then giving us a single-carded version. You're making people kind of play chicken and wait and see what happens that are already collecting. And then new people are going to look at that and they're like, well, I'm not buying the same figure twice. Like, myself, I'm not buying the same figure twice. I'm going to just get it one time. It's oversaturation. Exactly. So I think we're taking budget choices. When you have the TVC budget, that's why I always argue for, like, give me a different clone trooper or a different stormtrooper or something that's at least, I can buy multiple of. That way it's a different character, but you're keeping that tooling budget down, as opposed to just, we have all this new tooling in this pack, but then we're giving you named characters that most people are only going to want one of anyway, and then we're going to repack them again in 12 months in a different way.
Absolutely, Tommy. When you're talking about keeping new tooling down like that, I personally feel like they're not doing nearly enough with the clone sculpt. And I know at the same time you don't want to. The whole line can't be clones, right? But I just feel like they're really
and what
dragging
their
feet on clone.
What I'm saying is, why was the Shock Trooper single carded when they could have given us a 3-pack that's not carded with just 3 clone troopers that all go together? You can get a little army builder set. That's what me and my friends and tons of people I talk to are into. And then you have single card spots open for your Garandan, for the things that people are going to want on that carded look. So that's another alternative to take. I mean, most people that get the clone troopers and stuff, I don't care if it's on a card. I'm opening them. I'm putting them in my Republic gunships. I'm not.
They could want you to $19.99 versus $17.99 for a 4-pack. And I'll just add to that, Tommy. I agree with you with that. But I think they are. The well is drying up for what they can reissue.
Right.
Okay. They've reissued a lot of stuff. I don't know if you guys have seen some of my posts about how many OT figures they've reissued over the last
quite a few
6 years that I've been collecting the data, and it's a lot. It's like over 50, I think, figures. but at the same time, it comes down to not only that, but how easy is it for them to resource these things, right? And obviously the clone is newer. It's very easy to source. But how viable is it then now to issue on a card back and put it out there, right? So I agree. They're definitely doing it in shorter spans, and I think it's because that kind of well of what figures they have tooling for that they can source and they can, put out there. That's a viable sculpt.
because repacking from those 3-packs isn't really anything new, I would say. I think the window is definitely becoming shorter.
Yeah.
And also like bringing out the Snowtrooper and then bringing out the Army Builder 4-pack virtually at the same time. That was like that was annoyed a few people because they're like, well, I've just bought 2 cases of these Snowtroopers and I had time
or 100
exactly. For slightly cheaper price, I could have got just a bunch of Army Builder packs.
Beautiful.
And you wouldn't have wasted the plastic. You wouldn't,
exactly.
You wouldn't have wasted your cardboard.
That is kind of on me though, right? Like again, with the trust thing, right? I need to have faith in Hasbro to make the obvious choice that these are going to get repacked in a trooper pack, right? But it's also like, okay, but how are the paint apps going to be different, or how long do I have to wait, or like it doesn't always happen, so it is a gamble because if you miss the carded version and then they never do a trooper pack, it's like, well, now it's too late. I can't army build anymore because they're sold out.
Right.
So I wonder if it's factory orders or something like that as well, which makes them closer together. Like it's probably just
absolutely
just make them all at
because
once.
they're
but I will
running
say
it
like
through the factory right now. Yeah, 100%.
You kind of got to go through this though, so they can make some choices like that, so that they can invest in some new stuff as well, which they are doing. And like that wave we just discussed is pretty phenomenal.
It is.
So
Can one of you fine gentlemen bring up Stephen Murphy's comment?
Yeah, we know which one.
We read out. I think we're all in agreement, right? That basically, like, it's the vintage collection, right? A lot of it is to do with the card back. 50% of the people might,
right,
just
of course,
or whatever. So I think, like, in an ideal world, it would be good if like every single release was a carded figure, because then the loosey people have got the loose figure and carded people have got the carded figure. But at the same time, they don't want to make the line boring. They want to have other types of
expressions.
They call them expressions, don't they? So 3-packs, Army Builder 4-packs, carded 4-packs, or whatever, just to sort of mix it up a little bit. And I think it's just with this particular Cantina one, I think we can all agree that it should have been carded, right?
Agreed. Yeah.
And it gives us more down the line without adding too much, costing too much, right? So it gives this sense of if they card it again later, it's there's more, we're getting more.
So I wanted to address Steven's comment before it went away again, but
Steven's comment, for anyone listening and not watching, is Tyler's still waiting for his carded Enoch.
Yeah, when you talk about figures that are drying up for repack potential, yes and no. I think the Shadow Lord Maul, this the Mandalore Maul, whatever you want to call it, I think this was actually a really smart choice. It's coming out when the show is airing or close to it. It's a really exceptional figure. One of the best examples in the entire vintage collection, despite having this slightly
do you know what the problem with that one is?
Yeah.
Do you know what the problem with that one is, though, Tyler? Is that because it's a repack, essentially they'll treat that as like a repack slot, won't they?
Yeah.
It's like it's not costing them anything. It's just a different card back. But if they just had that little bit of extra budget just to give him the robes,
for sure,
you're making it a different figure. It's almost like a new figure for a new series on that new card.
Yes.
But it's just that's kind of what people are. It's just I've already got that figure. I don't and for the non-carded people, I don't care whether it's on a new card or not. I've already got that figure. I can still get him for $10 if I wanted to on the secondary market or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was disappointed that it didn't have the robe.
Yeah, for sure. My point was there are still things that they can dip into, like Captain Enoch, who virtually everyone agrees should be on a card back. Ahsoka season 2 is coming. We've seen him in the concept art. He's going to be reappearing. Easy one to repack, Hasbro. Repack him with his staff or whatever that thing is. I know it'd be a slight retool, I guess, different category, right? But there's that. There's the tank commander that we've been talking about for years, and the tank driver and tank commander. There's still stuff that they can do versus these contextless bonehead ones like Aura Singh, where it's like, nobody asked for this. It's a god awful, terrible figure. No one told you to re-release this. No one asked for this. Why? Why are we getting a figure with no ankles in 2025? why? Like,
To be fair, that
why?
tank driver legs suck.
Yeah, they're not
I mean, I'm
They
just
do.
saying,
Point that
like,
out now.
it's a little bit more up to, the standards of where the line should be versus, like, better choices can be made, is what I'm trying to say. like,
Yeah.
like
really
yeah.
bad choice.
I do just want to throw in the thought, though, where anecdotally speaking, between myself encountering the wave and a friend of mine also finding the wave, the only figure that was missing from both of us finding it was the Darth Vader Emperor's Wrath
Yeah.
repack,
Yeah.
which it's easy for us to complain as we're all very too plugged into this stuff. We talk about it for fun, fill our free times with it.
Cool.
There is still that essence of capturing the casual fan, capturing the person who only really knows about or experiences the vintage collection through what they see on shelves. So, of course, that we're talking apples to oranges, main named character like Vader, iconic, as opposed to, maybe would an Arlyle or a Garandan maybe sell as hot as him if someone just walked casually by and saw it on a peg. Who knows? But I will say some of these things are, and we talked about it to kind of cost out the wave, where we
This
got
guy.
3 phenomenal friggin' figures in that wave, and then a timely repack and just a good iconic
And one
repack as well. So
and the Tommy was saying earlier that you hadn't bought the original,
Yeah.
so you're getting more into TVC now. So that was, instead of spending money at the at a secondhand shop or whatever, you got.
Yeah. And as you
Yeah.
said, Tommy, it looks better to you as well, the deco as well.
It's
So,
sharper deco.
Yeah.
The ability that they have on this small of a scale to get the fine details so well consistently on the newer figures blows me away.
It's
Yeah.
incredible.
When
card
you're
back
selling
on
your
this
black,
is very
when you're
nice.
selling your Black Series, and Tommy.
Hey man, before you joined, I said I've been buying a lot more TVC than Black Series as of late. So yeah.
Love to see it.
we've talked
Sure.
way off the rails on a whole lot of things. So let's actually keep going, because we've only talked about one figure from this 4-pack so far.
I want to say one more thing about Garandan is that he, I wasn't sure where the legs come from, but Fendor Moon put a comment in the chat. Is it the Acolyte? Is it Soul's legs?
Can you bring it
honestly,
back up?
it might be.
Yeah, where?
I thought it might
It was
be
it was 20 minutes
Olive
ago.
Garden Luke's
Yeah, I'm not going
legs.
to find that.
It's not Olive Garden Luke's.
No.
I don't know. I looked at the Lukes and I looked at the Imperial officers and I
know
didn't
what,
look
let
at the
me-
Acolyte figures though, so I'm not sure.
Oops, spoilers. Yeah, those look like Soul's legs.
Interesting.
Yep. So
Luke,
look
I
at
guess
that.
would be too short.
The figures that everybody hated and nobody wanted have continued to yield benefit.
Well, and I will say, I think
things.
we've exhausted most of our general conversation
Yes,
about
yes.
this
Yeah.
release as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
yes, Fendor Moon, thank you for not making me scroll back 45 minutes
thank
to
you,
say
Fendor.
yes, Garandan has Soul's legs.
Yeah, it seems
So-
like a lot of these types of packs all have partial tooling. None of them
Yeah.
are all new tooling. Same with
fact
the.
that- yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, the fact that now that we have generic-ish legs with boots like this that we can reuse at modern standards, it's awesome that we, the more they build up the tooling library, the more we can reuse stuff and still make it up to modern standards instead
Right.
of, using old swivel hips. Not to go on that topic.
Yeah.
But someone else who uses new legs, if we can. Oh, sorry. Did you have something else to say, Miko? Before
No,
cut
I was
you
just
off?
saying the other 4-pack, the Jabba Denizen 4-pack, same thing, right? They all leverage tooling, right? None of them were new tooling. So.
And then Labria here, or as his mom calls him, Kardusai Malak. He uses the legs from the Rebels Imperial officers, the Thrawn and Callus with the Jod Purs.
Yeah.
Because you can see the little notch on the side of his boot there. But again, perfect, great, up to modern standards. It's totally.
This one's my favorite of the pack, I think.
because it has Imperial pants.
Paint is crazy on the head.
Yeah.
No, I love his head. I love his cloak, his hooded cloak there. It's just great. I love it.
So
was it
It's
Tim's
a
review?
well-needed update as well, right? Because there's
Yeah.
that Power of the Force
Yes.
cinema scene from like '98 or whatever. That figure is
Yeah.
96,
Horrible.
right?
Horrible.
it was 98, and then he was repainted in Saga Collection 2006.
Yeah.
And it was very inaccurate, and it looked nothing like what he actually wears in the movie. And it includes the cape, which they paid homage to, but at least now you can remove the cape if you want to. I think Sideshow even included the cape, or Hot Toys included the cape on their 12-inch
Yeah, it
one
was
as well.
Sideshow.
Yeah.
Mine's
But
going to
they-
get tossed into the garden, the '98 version.
I can't
Real
wait to
quick.
see that video. Yeah.
I have to correct you all. Okay. A cape
a cloak,
has no
isn't it?
hood. A cape has no hood.
Cloak.
A cloak is a cape with a hood, and a
John.
robe is a cape with a hood
well,
and sleeves.
I'm
In
sorry,
my
I'm
Star
sorry.
Wars, they're all
your iron
called
out.
cloaks. Okay. In my Star Wars, it's all cloaks.
Yeah, settle down, Iron Man. As long as it's soft goods, it doesn't matter. You can iron it.
Maybe they leveraged Luke's cloak.
Mommy's iron.
Maybe. And he was ranked.
Whose legs did you say he had? Sorry, John.
The Imperial Thrawn from Rebels and Callus.
Rebels Thrawn, yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have the I think the Imperial officers all have the same boots, but then it's not the version that has the puffy legs, puffy pants. It's the straight legged ones from they retooled for Rebels.
How does this tie into March Madness, John? Tell
He
us.
was ranked number 88 last year, so he wasn't on the bracket, but was still in the top 100. I'm not sure where he ranked every other year. I'm sure he did well in last figure standing as well. in terms of-
52.
Okay, nice.
Sweet.
So,
I'll just
yes,
say
he was-
as well, just as well they didn't misspell this one. That's all.
Yeah.
I'll say.
we need
Might have been a bad one,
Naughty,
yeah.
naughty.
Naughty.
Always be careful when you say his name.
Speaking of names, we've got Rob Chewbacca Toys
Speaking of
chimed in,
names.
said, I collect carded. If the card back is awesome, I love the card art. I do display a loose, but I'm particular about my displays. I'm a huge collector of figures. I can get signed and graded. CAS AFA. Thanks for the super chat.
There you
Rob.
go, man.
Nice, dude.
Toys. Yeah,
And like we were
Thank
saying,
you.
this Vader does have a very nice card back.
it does.
Yeah.
It's
Really
very,
does.
it's,
I heard it actually sold pretty well.
yeah,
It sold out on what was it, Pulse or somewhere?
It's
Amazon
Vader.
somewhere.
it's Vader.
man.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
Vader.
yeah.
We always
I know.
need we always need Vader. We always need Maul. So they're great
Yeah.
choices for.
Yep.
That's
I was a little
shockingly
worried that it
good
was gonna
picture
be
of
a-
Maul. Vader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was maybe going to be a slow seller, but I was very wrong. So it's good to see.
Yeah.
Someone said, "Hey, Carbonite's Co. said, hey gang, this just reminded me to make my list. I'm on it now. Thank you."
Better get
Yes,
on it, dude.
Good.
Yes,
Yeah.
Tim,
Carbonite.
was it your review,
Good
Tim, where you
job.
noted the deco on the back of his head, or like the veins?
The veins and stuff.
Somebody.
Well,
mentioned
I think Brandon said in the
Yes.
even
the fan
though the ones
stream.
they've gone, even though the ones they had
Oh,
in
no.
the studio weren't even. I don't think they're even production figures. I think they said that. Yeah, he just said that the paint on the back. I think on one of the like a close up of that, you can just see the vein on the side of the head. I think they go quite round the back of it as well. So,
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you, Findor Moon, for noticing my pun.
Yeah.
Nobody online did.
I'm sorry.
Shockingly good. I'm juggling a few things. I'm distracted.
It's
Sorry.
positively electric.
Joseph DJ9, thank you so much for your super chat here. Appreciate you. Wow.
Wow.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Great glove update.
All right, John, keep us going.
Well, he was literally a Halloween mask used in a haunted house by Rick Baker, but not the most iconic Halloween mask. That would, of course, be Arlyle Shoes. The would-be HasLab figure is finally joining TVC. The winner
Hey.
of the 2024 Last Figure Standing Tournament, number 9 on last year's bracket, is we can finally stop asking for him because he is here.
Yes.
You can still, speaking of which, you can still edit your list, remove him if you need to. Last night I counted him at about 25 to 30-ish lists that he's still on. I'm sure many people already removed him or waited.
Yeah. General Veers, too. Guys, he's coming.
Are
Well,
people voting for
Come
General
on,
Veers?
guys.
Maybe they
Ali
want
was
the Imperial
proof of-
commander.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's
That's
like,
a
look at this
retool.
cool thing. You can't have it. And then we all won it.
Yep.
And now we get it.
Now we finally have it. And again, yes, he reuses Jod Nanawud's legs, as we've known for a while.
Nice.
Yep.
And
So
some people
remove
are
him. Be like George Lucas. Remove him from your list.
God
Those boots are so-
reuses his list.
Those
legs.
big pirate swashbuckling boots with the cuffs.
Yes, those pockets that he can store his, I
So
don't know, what a wolf made,
your
what a
Jordan
bat.
and Narwood figures not completely useless.
Yep. Hey, like I said when we were talking about Garandan using Saul's legs, a lot of these new media figures do provide plenty of great tooling that they can use for other things that are maybe more iconic or important or fun or exciting or
Dan
desired.
Von
So,
Kar says, now we can ask, where are Stacey and Egan?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, they're on our top 25
On my
list for
top
some of
25
us.
list. But
Hopefully they made it into the tournament,
Yep.
And
I will say it's important to emphasize that again, like guys, if those don't make it into the tournament, we're sending the message that those weren't very important to us, and
I don't know
we
about
can
that.
just move on.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't.
I mean,
yeah.
kind
Let's
of.
not
Their
be
strategy-
too negative about it.
There's only
Strategy
64
kind of-
spaces, Tyler.
Or people think that after seeing Arlisle or seeing the other ones, that there's a better chance because they're already sculpted and they're already mocked up.
Yeah.
But
I'm encouraging people to put them on their list.
So don't-
It's good to keep them top of mind, but it's yeah.
And Hasbro, don't take Tyler's negativity. Doesn't mean we don't want them if they don't make the bracket. Okay, we still
Yes.
want them. Just we want other things as well. Okay, thank you.
There's plenty of things that have never been on the bracket that have been made, and we are super excited about, and it's great. So
And now the people that aren't on
Like
my list.
Chelman.
Yes.
yeah,
What I was trying to say was I encourage you to consider putting them on your list.
There you go. There
that's
you go.
all.
fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm wondering
But-
I wonder if we can work out what tooling they used for Chalman. Like, just it's.
We can actually.
It's a mystery. Well, from a
When
character
we're
that
trying
was.
to guess the other ones, so-
yeah.
I will say they can reuse Arlisle's jacket now. There's a couple other the same actress put on a couple masks in the cantina. There's a Duros that wears the same jacket behind Greedo when he is killed by Han. I think there might be something else as well, but I can't remember it right this second. But so they can reuse that as well. But let's move from a character that was so powerful George Lucas tried to cut him out of the movie to everyone's favorite character from a mid-90s source book and pop-up book. Of course, Chalman, the Wookiee owner of the bar, part-time bartender. Yeah, can't quite. Maybe it's an Imperial officer he reused. I don't know. Just kidding. He's got the newly sculpted lower legs from Chewbacca are already showing dividends.
He's wearing
And-
shorts.
And he's got his culottes on, his little short shorts, and he's got I think does it use all of Chewbacca's arms? It has new hands. I couldn't remember if it's new forearms as well.
Yeah, thanks for that, Hasbro, for giving him new hands, but not
Yeah.
the new, not the
Yeah.
new Chewie.
Yeah.
Cheers for that.
Hands
Thanks.
Awful.
It
Yeah,
reuses
so-
Crescenton's tankard.
Yes, the most important part.
I spotted a reuse. Woo.
But there's a nice amount of newness here. He's got that new head. I love that mustache. Of course, we love a mustachioed figure. I do anyway. And
Of course you do. Of course.
It's a glorious
yeah.
one. And for me, I know that there's still a bunch of characters that are in the dark background of the cantina or that we've had on our lists for years, but I love these left field surprises like this. And he is the owner of the cantina in canon and Legends, even if he only appeared a couple times in comics and books and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This is a fun one for me. This is
Yeah.
probably my highlight of the set for me.
Yeah.
Biggest
it
surprise,
got my
obviously.
attention. I liked it a lot.
Did you
I
guys
know
see,
our. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Jason.
No, you go, John. Sorry.
I was going to say really quick. I think the issue for me, and I know it's kind of been touched upon, is I know our polling is one small piece of any research or market research Hasbro can leverage, but
Yeah.
Chalman, I mean, where did he stand on March Madness?
I'm not sure. He didn't rank. He wasn't in the top 100 like the other guys were.
Yeah, same with ours, right? And we had quite a few, including Garindin and and
Who?
not
Who's
Garen
that?
Dan,
What?
Garindin. Okay, just kidding. And also Labria, right? But then there was figures like Tzivit and Othello,
Yeah,
whatever you want to
yeah.
call them. That what happens here with demand? Is there going to be demand for this? There was a lot of comments about this, both good and bad for Chalman.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So-
I think and part of those like Tzivit and the Lutrillian, I think they would have to be completely new because like Tzivit, if they want to make him accurate, he has like all these bumps all over his body, so they can't just reuse
Yeah.
officer legs. And
It's a bit more
Right.
of an investment.
Othello
Right.
and Onoko. Frankly, they got dump truck asses, so they can't really reuse. They're thick boys. They're big boys. They're wide guys. Wide loads coming through, but
Husky boys.
yeah. So I don't know. Maybe they could reuse the other Imperial officer legs for those or something if we're ready to. I don't know. So I think part of it is yes, these sets leverage a lot of existing tooling. Chewbacca's right there. They kind of looked, where can we use these Wookiee legs we just tooled up?
Yep.
So yes, there's still plenty of. It's not the set. There's other characters we still want from the Cantina. Other characters that are actually in the Cantina in the movie, in every version, special edition, original version, whatever. Keep putting them on your list. Keep asking for them. Hopefully the set does well, is what I'm saying, so that they can do more of those Cantina characters or
I'd
100%
seen-
fully newly tooled figures.
I don't remember where it was, but I saw Mr. Stevie say, like, you know, in 2027, we're going to see more of things like this 4-pack. So I think it might have been like on Instagram or something, but
It'll be this 4-pack, but on cards.
Yeah.
That's the
Could
message
you
we're
imagine?
taking away from today.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, I have to. Yeah, hopefully there's more Cantina support in the years going forward, especially in the 50th. But
Yeah, definitely.
see, Peter Petrak says, "I'm thrilled at Chum and love to see more expanded universe." So yeah, I know he's divisive because he's not in the movie. He's not in that much content, but
I think that there was as much, if not more. I don't know. It's hard to tell because I don't look at everybody's comments, but from what I saw, you know, as many people seem to be quite happy and chuffed that he was
Yeah.
in there, or you know, and it's like however else are they going to release that figure? So you know, it's got to be in something like that, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
So,
when you look at like Bantha Skull's comments, everybody's raging like this isn't a Cantina patron and he's fake and blah blah. He's not a real character.
they're
And then
all
you
fake.
You look on Instagram. I know, right? You look on Instagram and you know Mr. Stevie puts a poll on his story like, which is your favorite alien from the pack, and Chalman won. So it's like it's very, you know.
Well, I
But
think
that is one section of the community, isn't it? But I think.
Sure.
Yeah, I think
I'm
in
just
general,
saying that it's, you know.
Yeah, of course. I just, as I said, like for me, it was the gaslighting of the pack. That's the problem.
Yes.
I think
It's not the fact that Chalman is released because I'm happy. He looks pretty cool. It's the fact that the way that the thing was promoted,
Agreed.
it wasn't suggesting.
I
that we
agree.
would get
they were
some-
like, it's a Cantina pack. Who are the Cantina patrons? And then I think Stevie even had the little poll with the giveaway. And
Here's a
it's just-
table.
Right,
Guess
right.
the answer
Yeah.
around
Yeah,
the
he's like,
table.
Guess the four
Reserved.
characters. And then he's like, well, that's weird. No one guessed all four. And it's like, well,
well, yeah.
I mean, how could
One of
they?
them wasn't in the Cantina. One of them wasn't in the movie. So I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, he is my favorite new figure of this. Just he was such a left field like that, and Poggle and like
Right.
DDBD. Like I love these. Like I never would have expected them. You know, that keeps the line interesting and fun. And as much as I can say, here's a list. We can do polls and say here's a list of 100 figures to make. And they also, it's fun when they surprise us with that kind of stuff as well.
Well, let's talk more about lists of figures to make in just a sec.
Wow.
But yes, here is the 4-pack again. Just a reminder, everybody, it goes up for pre-order January 28th at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Dear Hasbro, money, please. I don't know. Yes, Hasbro Pulse exclusive, Disney Store whenever. So
Nice.
And then, one more update from that stream. As we kind of touched on it, they also showed a prototype of the Geonosian Sonic Blaster, which would obviously seemingly hint at a Geonosian warrior.
I didn't grab the photo for it. I'm an
That's
idiot.
fine.
But yeah.
Probably using the legs and wings of Poggle the Lesser. A Geonosian was also revealed in Black Series, and frankly, it looks fantastic. So it'll be interesting to see how they compare. I'm assuming it won't have all the accessories. It would be great if it did. Extra wings and flight stand, but...
Yeah. John, where does that leave us with Battle of Geonosis currently?
That brings us to, of course, we got the Republic gunship with 2 clone pilots and Coleman Trebor. We got the fantastic Padme Amidala and Shock T we already talked about, plus Poggle the Lesser, and we have a pipeline of the Phase 1 clone trooper with non-removable helmets and the hint of the Geonosian warrior. That's quite a good little lineup already.
Yeah.
And we got a precursor to that with Dooku and Django.
Yes.
You know,
Heck yeah.
All
right.
Black Series
coming this
Geonosian
year, but
warrior
I'm just
came
saying,
with it.
It'll blend in well.
All right, gang.
Julius butt flight stand.
Yeah. A free enema for the...
Where can we hide this? Oh, I know. Stick it right in his. Never mind. Exhaust port.
All righty. Well, let's pivot away from those and let's talk about what we're all here for. Almost, an hour and a half into the stream, and that is, of course, the March Madness Top 25 submissions. Here is an awesome poster that was made for us by Great White North Empire. Thank you, man.
Awesome.
That is beautiful. And you can see the
That's awesome.
showcase here of our made champions.
I
Bo-Katan,
love
Chrysanthemum,
this.
Dooku, and then the art of Mara Jade and Pong Krell. Love it. It's good to see. So yeah, we've all made our lists, I assume, since we're going to be talking about them. Again, reminder, folks watching, if you haven't made your list yet or you haven't submitted your list yet, do that now. It is the link in the bottom corner of this screen. So
We've got
Just to be
you.
clear on Hasbro, though, Mara should be dressed in black, not blue. Just saying. But
Yeah.
it's we're throwing that out there.
All right.
Don't mess it up.
So when we last streamed, the team went over our top 25 submissions rules and the overall history of TVC March Madness, all that fun stuff. We won't be doing all that all over again, but you can go watch that on this very channel if you clear your next 3 hours. Or you can just read the rules on the submission form, which you can find again at that link tree that we have there in the corner. John, you want to take it from here?
Yes, so again, we'll say it one more time. You have until tomorrow night to submit your top 25 most wanted all new vintage collection figures at that link tree. After that, I build a chrysalis of data for the next month and come out the other side as a beautiful bracket butterfly. So I need more lists to wrap myself up in. So,
Yes.
the team, and Lewis was here, he couldn't make it today. We counted down our top 25 lists, which you can also see. They're on Instagram at SWTVC, but I think we're going through them a little bit right now quickly.
We'll just take a quick last look at them.
Because we want to ask, Evan had a couple questions.
Yes. So I wanted to know, as we count down, how many on our top 25s personally of the SWTVC team, how many were made from our lists from 2025. So for me, it looks like I think I'm sitting at 2, and that would be The Stranger and Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan Kenobi, although those
Awesome.
legs, man. But you know what? They were my top 2, so I guess I can't be too upset. John, where are you sitting?
I also had 2 because Crosshair. I had Imperial Crosshair, but I'll take regular Crosshair as a start and the Stranger as well. I'll
Sweet.
speak for Lewis real quick. He had 2 as well from Crosshair and Carson Teva.
Nice.
I didn't look at Tyler. How many
Yep.
did you have? I didn't write it down actually.
I'm not sure off the top of my head.
There we go.
You had one job, Tyler. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all good. I
Real
think.
quick though, can you bring up Stephen Murphy's comment?
Mhm.
Card
The
of
Django one. Yeah.
There's another one, especially for this year. Django would make a great repack on a non-deluxe card, especially if he's packed in with a Slave One, Django Slave One.
I'd be
Just
down for that.
saying. Just saying, Hasbro, you'd be crazy not to do it. But anyway, continue.
Looking then at our lists from this year, I was kind of curious how many from our lists this year exist in the Black Series already. So I'll pull up mine, and of my 25, 16 already exist in the Black Series.
Wow.
Yep.
Man,
I am just green with jealous rage. That's why green was the theme for this year's March Madness. So, let's see what else do we have on here. We have
it's been
Tyler's.
fun to see people make like custom templates though. Like someone
Yeah.
did a blue one that was kind of like Shadows of the Empire themed. I saw it on Facebook the other day. And then like Yak
Yak
Face
Face did
did
cool.
like his Kenner style
Cool.
one. So
Really
it's really
cool.
fun to see people, make their own unique. Zenger Fake made one of all of his like carded mock-ups.
Yes, I saw
that. Was
that.
really
Mock-up.
that
Yeah,
was
that
really
was
cool.
cool.
So it's always fun to see people, throw their artistic ability into this. So
Yeah.
I like
Lil
the one
Pookie.
Evan.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Dustin, I think is your name, right? So
Yeah, it's Dustin. I like the one
Yeah.
Evan made for us. Thank you for
Yes,
coming on to
thank you,
the Last
Evan.
Figure Standing team. Look forward to working with you next year.
Yes.
Got you.
I heard you're replacing me. Congratulations.
I don't know if I can handle
all-
2 fan polls in my life, but
We're all trying to get a little less work somehow, but we'll see
Yeah.
what happens.
I was going to say,
You
John,
can't
you'd be
change
quite
the
happy about
voiceover
that,
though.
right?
Tyler, your top 25 list this year. Let's see how many of these exist in Black Series. Looks like 1, 2, 3.
I already wrote it down for him.
You
It's
did.
16.
Perfect.
Same as yours.
Look at
Wow.
that.
Even some of those crazy, like some of those Old Republic Sith Lords at the bottom there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
And you'll
Yeah,
notice.
all those-
people
all
like
those
those, believe it
Inquisitors.
or not.
Yeah.
Even
And
I
Tyler-
forgot about the zombie death.
Inquisitors, man.
And Tyler, both you and I have Aiden Kolar and Stacey Teen on our lists. So does that streak continue when we go to John's? How many Black Series
It
figures do you have?
does. 9. Everyone says my list is the wackiest in town, and yes, it is. But even wacky characters like Jackson and Holdo are in the freaking Black Series, so it's not that out of the question when I ask for figures of them.
You're collecting the wrong scale, John.
I know I collect both.
Well, he does both because he loves to just hemorrhage money. So
See, I got my
It's called investing.
yes.
right, yes, right.
Bounty Hunter of Interest was the one this year that I was like, oh man, I don't know, Tommy, maybe people in Black Series have been asking for her for a long time. I haven't seen anybody asking for her hardly anybody in TVC, and then she comes to Black Series. I
No
like,
one
oh
was
my
asking
God.
for that figure in Black Series.
Oh, but it's such a
It was
It's
a
a great
surprise
figure,
to
and
be
I'm asking for her.
but a welcome one. Yeah.
and there you go. You guys don't even have to ask. You just get it.
Now that they have the sculpt, let's shrink them down.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess, John,
All the
that
time.
That's
that
my
puts us into your
yes.
impassioned plea for last looks.
Yes, she moved up 10 spots on my list this year because she just looks so cool. I've been wanting that figure for a decade, and finally got it. A little bit too big, but hopefully now they can shrink it down and put it in TVC. She goes in the Cantina, for God's sake.
Yeah.
In season 4.
There you go.
Look at that beautiful, sweet old man.
Sweet
who
sweet
should be
Simu.
packed in with a big, beautiful Death Star.
I'm not buying 2 of those to get
Just saying.
open
No.
and carded. So
Oh, I thought you meant number 9, Tyler.
That's what I
yeah,
thought too.
pack him in with a Lars Homestead. Think about that.
Jason, that will need a
my
big cardboard
wife.
box to fit everything.
Yeah.
Tyler, do you have
She is my
any?
wife.
Tyler, do you have a last minute impassioned plea for pick one of these characters?
And
Pick
not
one.
not a
What?
repack of Django.
Well, it's got to be his number one.
Oh,
isn't
yeah,
it?
not
That's
a-
why he's put it in number one.
Yeah.
I would say if I could encourage you guys to put one thing on your list, it would be the Praetorians from The Mandalorian season 3. Those guys need points, and we need them to put a nice capstone on our Mandalorian season 3 finale collections. We have all the different pieces. I've talked about this before. We have all the pieces and components for that scene and that finale, except these guys. We need these guys. They killed Paz Vizsla, for God's sake, the biggest badass in the show, aside from like Din, and Luke. And okay, there's a lot of
Anyway.
badasses, but
Sweet.
that's my one impassioned plea. Consider voting for the Imperial Praetorians.
To summarize your one, Tyler. Me, Tyler. Me like red.
Yes. Red good. Yes.
I guess I'll just throw mine out there. It's obvious. It's going to be my number one pick. It is Ben Solo. Bring me Ben Solo. The hunt for Ben Solo's on. There's no merch for this character outside of, I think, a single Funko Pop for him.
Which
And they
came
even
out
called
last
him-
year.
Yeah, and they called him Kylo Ren. There's
Yep.
no retro figure. There's no weird 5-inch figure. There's no Mission Fleet 2.5-inch figure. There's no 12-inch shampoo bottle. There's no sideshow figure. There's nothing. There's nothing for this guy. We need Ben Solo. Let's do it. Maybe it's just because I read the Legacy of Vader comic for the first time last night. Loved it. I'm in a Ben Solo mood, obviously. So that's my plea.
Yes. Love it.
All right. Let's see. So we're not the only ones that made lists. A lot of people have made lists out there. Again, if you haven't submitted your list, do so. It's at the link in the corner. We're going to keep saying it until you do it. But folks on this chat, our wonderful esteemed guests, also have their own lists. So I'm going to pull one up, and whoever made it is going to start talking about it, even though I spy number 10 on this one. Looks a little outdated.
Oh, I already know who it is.
Who did this? But yeah, so take it away.
In which order? You want me to go from 25 to 1 or just summarize?
Just talk through it however you want to. It's your time to shine, man.
And yes, I'll
Convince us.
As I said, I know all you guys have made videos and posts about this, but we're going to make you say everything again. Say as much or as little as you like. Count them all down, or summarize it however you like.
All right. Pelimoto. She's made my list for the first time. Obviously, she's part of the Mandoverse. She's key for our Razor Crest and our M1. And yeah, I just think it's time for her. Also, my buddy Daniel has an incredible diorama that he built of the Razor Crest in the docking bay with all the detail. He's missing this, so it's partly for him as well. Liberty dies Padme. And coincidentally, that expression she's making is the one I make every time I look at the old Padme figures now. They did what? Yeah, she's critical in one of her unmade outfits. But as I said earlier, I actually want them all remade now because the old ones are trash. Kiari Mundi, obviously, he's critical for Battle of Geonosis.
This image is so funny.
I adjusted the emphasis because I had him on my list last year, but I wasn't showing enough forehead, so I just shifted it down a little bit. I don't care
So
whose
funny.
legs they reuse, whose arms. I don't care, but they've got to get that forehead right. That's the key, key
Yes.
thing. Patrol Trooper. I know that Solo's a long way in the rearview mirror now, but I still think that Trooper design is really cool. And as everyone says, 5 POA just doesn't cut it. And I think this one would do nicely in an expression like the Speeder Black one, where you have the carded figure and the speeder. I think that's pretty much the way to do that.
It's not only in Solo either. It's also
They're
in
in
the Jedi games. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't play any of the games, so I don't know that, but that's cool.
Yeah. Well, now you know.
Also, fake fan. Keller and Beck. I think is on a lot of your guys' lists actually, and just a fun character and really cool. I think the thing for me is Ahmed Best being welcomed back into the Star Wars community after his experience getting flack for Jar Jar back in the day, and also just a really super cool Jedi.
Yeah.
At number I can't read 20. It's Rekka. Rekka, have you seen Peck? Yeah, just let me smash some stuff and I'll go get him. Obviously, we need to finish the Bad Batch. As I said on the last one, this is the only part of Star Wars where we get to hear someone talking in just a normal accent is when we watch the Bad Batch. Obviously, I want them all, but Rekka's my next favorite out of that little gang. Ghost related because we got to support the HasLabs season 1 and 2 Ezra. Recently rewatched Rebels and it's so much fun. And people say that Ezra's annoying, but honestly, in the Star Wars has people that are annoying, and he's not as annoying as some other characters. Like he's
grows over time.
Luke wasn't annoying.
Yeah.
The New Hope.
And I really love the rivalry between him and Zeb as well. Just like kids fighting, it's quite funny. Mon Mothma. Honestly, I'd take a new Mon Mothma from Return of the Jedi, but because Andor season 2 was just so good, I think it's swapped around. I think last year I had Return of the Jedi Mon Mothma, but now I've got Andor Mon Mothma. Either would be good. Both would be good.
The
Journey
point
of
is
Mon
we
Mothma
need
3-pack.
Journey of yes. Oh, I
She's
should
the leader of the Rebel Alliance. We need her. She's so key and important.
Yeah.
So important.
Not as important as the next guy.
Oh yeah, most important.
Yeah. Well, because
Sweet
Sibaloo. Like I know one exists in Carbonite, but we need the version that hangs around. I don't want him locked behind a Death Star either. Sorry, Tyler. I just want them to put him out on a card.
I didn't say I want that. I just think it's the way to get one funded, but
And what is he? He's the only original 96 vintage Kenner figure that hasn't been remade in any modern line at all. So it's been, nearly 50 years. So get it done.
Yeah, crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. I army build a bit. Not as much as some others, but got Galactic Marine and the 41st Elite.
hell yeah.
Sheik Trooper. And I think you said, Tyler, they share some tooling, lower legs, boots, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think these are figures that don't exist in the Black Series, right?
They do not. They do not.
No.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Which is kind
and
of
they're
crazy
both-
because
They're both from the 30th anniversary line, I think, in
Yep.
3.75. And the 41st Kashyyyk Trooper in particular is like midget size. He's way smaller than everybody else. Yeah. It'd just be cool to get updated ones.
They did a couple iterations. They put out the Bogey Squad version, which is a little different. And I personally think this is the best existing one that we have. The problem is it's like $1,000 to get these on eBay because
I'm not army building.
someone
Yeah.
over the
Pack ones
years
loads
has
of them.
been like, they've been sucking them up over the years, and now there's so few of them out there that they're astronomically expensive, and obviously also they have like disgusting swivel hips and stuff. So definitely need a new one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and the Galactic Marine, I think Chris on Bantha Skull described it. The gun that comes with that is like a twist tie. is like so thin and bendy.
Yeah. Yes, a twist tie.
I've replaced all mine, but
Yep.
Who's your number 14?
Number 14 is Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett. So we've got an amazing Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, even though it's got the older hips. But this one needs updated. It's everywhere. Is it VC09? Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett is so poor. It's got swivel hips. It's skinny. It doesn't pose well. The backpack falls off. That's a needed Boba Fett. And I know we've got lots of Boba Fetts. They did a run of like all those comic repaints, but this is the critical one for me.
Yeah, they hit us with a lot of Boba Fett's real fast, and then they laid off
the OG.
Yeah,
They used the wrong
Sure.
one.
Come to say hi.
Dewey says hi, everybody. He does it like once every stream. He comes and says hi to everybody.
Easy, Chewy. Easy, Chewy.
Oh, boy.
My next three are Return of the Jedi. So three of the prominent ones around the skiff and the barge, but Yachts Oren. I know lots of people want Yachts Oren. Randy wants Yachts Oren.
Lots for yachts.
Pat from Australia wants Yachts Oren. Shasa Teal's one of the prominent aliens in the Jabba scenes. You see her a lot. She's even on a Luke card back.
yeah.
And we've reminded them
from the original one.
And we've reminded them that it's the same kind of lower body legs and moon boots that the snowtrooper and
commander.
snowtrooper commander and an AT-AT driver.
Yep.
Wow. Hopefully not white. Look weird.
Yeah. Hopefully painted.
And Fozek is so prominent. When you watch that opening scene, he's everywhere. Like he pops up all the time. He's very, very prominent. So we definitely need him.
Yeah.
And then of course we need Alil Shus. I hope they reveal that in some kind of cardless pack. Maybe with
from
the
the future
Cantina owner.
It's lazy. It's just lazy. You haven't updated this. That's just poor.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Might I
is
suggest a
poor.
Ben Solo to swap in there?
So I did update my list, and so I wanted to replace him with another Cantina alien. So when the
You
4-pack
mean
was
Alien
announced,
Rook? Is that what you said?
what? Cantina alien, not some scrawny little monkey type thing.
The real one's not scrawny, but yeah.
Yes,
Anyway,
he is.
the rebels
So I
one's
went with-
fake.
So I went with a fat ass Lutrillian. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Nice.
We're all gonna get
Oh,
banned
wait,
and blacklisted now.
Is this going on the podcast? Because I listen to
I've
the
said
podcast
worse.
all the time.
Tyler has said worse. It's
Yeah,
okay.
Evan has been editing it and
Much
putting it out
worse.
audio wise.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
awesome.
fine.
So could I just say to my future self, Jason, you're doing a wonderful job with the lawns. Keep it up, buddy. A couple of years ago, we had that awesome indoor theme with the bunker and all of that, which I love. But the bit that was missing was the indoor rebel soldier. So we definitely need that. Someone recently, it was
Phil the Force.
Phil the Force?
I was going to say
Did
he'll be
that
very
picture.
happy that he's on your list. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where it's all 25 of them.
Yeah.
Well, now that I saw his picture, he just put one picture behind the grid. So now I want his number
Yeah.
23, the indoor forest floor, because that looks cool. EV99, shout out to Chris from Bantha Skull. He's in love with EV99. He would marry it if it was in vintage collection. That's how much he loves it. It needs elbows. She needs elbows.
Good luck.
And that figure again, the most modern one dates back to Power of the Force and sort of like 97, 98. It comes with that cool console, but it's very, very outdated.
Yeah.
Sith Eternal Palpatine, somehow he returned.
Yes.
Yep.
I know that Tim loves the sequel trilogy, but
Love it.
regardless of how he returned, which is a very weak line, but he is a big bad in that, and he looks awesome. And yeah, I just think we need him. We've got like 3 or 4 rays from in the vintage collection, but we don't have a Palpatine. Bit of Phantom Menace love. We did. Sorry.
I was just going to say, can I shout somebody out on Instagram real quick? There's a guy who's kind of been exploding across the TVC community as of late. His @ is Figures of the Force.
Yeah.
And I know that AI is kind of like boo hiss, like evil and disgusting and gross and slop and all of that. But this guy does a really good job of blending well-prompted AI with Photoshop.
Yeah.
Go ahead, John.
Well, I was going to say he does a lot of Photoshop editing
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then brings it into AI to help him clean it up.
Yes.
Which I think is the proper way to do these
Yeah.
things, and he does it masterfully.
100%. Zanger Fake does a good job of that too. But
It's hard not to get excited when you see those pop up. It's like, oh,
yeah.
My morals are falling by the wayside because it looks so good.
yeah. Who cares about my future career? Let's do this.
Yes.
The purpose of me bringing this gentleman up is that he did a really, really amazing mock-up of Sith Eternal Palpatine. That is just it's so good, and it just kills me that we don't have this figure in the line. I'm sorry, I can't show some examples right now. I'm not driving. I don't.
Let's keep it on track.
I don't control the slideshow.
Let's keep it on track.
Anyway, I just wanted to shout him out as someone you might be interested to go check out his his works and
Figures of the
concepts.
Force on Instagram. If we remember towards the end of the show and we're winding down, I might pull it up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
cool. All right,
Cool.
Jason, who's next?
Next 3 Phantom Menace. So we need a new Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. We need them all as well, but I couldn't fit them in my top 25. And we desperately need the Anakin Skywalker main outfit for 97% of that film.
Yeah.
I think
because
because
he can be retooled into Kitster.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
wild. It's wild that there's almost 400 figures carded and that one's not in it.
Yep.
Yeah. Kitster and Wald could be either uncarded or carded together or something like that. But yeah, he needs to be carded on his own, Anakin.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
he come with a grease gun in the 99
Yeah.
Yeah.
original one. I don't need a grease gun, but I need an Anakin Skywalker.
I
Backpack
remember
would be
chasing the brown backpack variant. Do we remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, God.
I'm a person and my name is Anakin. Number 3, I think a lot of people have this on their list this year, and it's C-3PO, like with the Return to Tatooine theme, and we've got pretty much all the A New Hope mains redone, but C-3PO is desperately in need of a redo. I do not want a VAC metal C-3PO. I've just been recently doing my displays. I had 2 VAC metal figures, a TC-14 and a C-3PO, which just slightly dropped and bang, they just fall completely apart. I think the paint is good enough now, and we've seen it with, I think the Disney Parks TC-14 is a good example of nice shiny paint, and even the most recent Django Fett, that they can make metallic paints look really good. And there's also the fact that C-3PO is not always shiny.
Yeah.
He's
Only at
grimed
the
up.
very beginning and very end of A New Hope, really, as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only gets polished up for special occasions like medal ceremonies. So,
Yeah. And the Black Series one does just fine, doesn't it? All the releases that they've had of C-3PO look just fine.
Yeah,
as far as I'm
it's
concerned.
fine.
The what series? Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, sorry, I was just doing it for Tommy's sake, just to reach out, be friends.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
And number 2 on my
Maybe
list is
we
Baze
shall be
Melbus.
friends.
Baze has been on my list for ages, and honestly, he's been on my last figure standing and my March Madness every single year, and I'm kind of sick of putting him on there. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we all
just
are.
need him.
He's been in the top 10, and he's been on last figure standing
For God's sake,
multiple years.
Hasbro, take a hint. Good Lord.
10th year anniversary would be a good time this year.
It would be.
And my number 1 is Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. And regardless of what you think of the sequel trilogy, I think he's a cool design.
Yes.
The other
Cool.
Kylo Ren that we have in the line, dating back to the first wave of VC 2.0, is trash by today's standards.
It's a
And
2015
unlike Ben
figure.
Solo, so Supreme Leader Kylo Ren was in almost every single line except for 3.75. They had him in,
Yep.
in Black Series. They had him in that
Hot Toys.
5-inch line.
Yep.
Hot Toys.
They had him in the 2.5-inch line.
Yep.
I think they're doing him as a McDonald's toy again,
Yeah.
or something like that.
He's
But yeah, lines that
probably
have come
a
and gone.
pop vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
the main. He was the main icon in all of the stuff for that movie.
Yeah.
And on like the packaging design and everything. And yet somehow, while Palpatine returned, but Kylo Ren was not in the figure line. That was wild.
Yeah. And he, as you said, Evan, he can also be like, they can reuse a lot of that tooling for your number one, Ben Solo. And so, yeah, if they come out in a 3-pack or a 2-pack, that'd be cool as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my list.
Solid.
Beautiful.
I dig it.
Sweet.
And for more rounded out thoughts on this, again, you did an entire dedicated video for this, correct?
Yes. Like
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, so I can't remember what I said, but hopefully something similar. I want these figures and all the figures on everyone else's list.
So
Yes.
viewers, make sure you are subscribed to Middle-Aged Kiwi Man Collecting Star Wars Figures and throw some likes on his videos and check out all the things that he has to say there.
Oh, thank you very much.
I love it. I love it.
Sweet. All right. Well, any final thoughts on your list, or should we move on to the next one?
Let's move on.
Perfect. All right.
Good list.
Hey, look at that.
Solid choices.
Well, Yatsar just popped up even
Yes,
twice as
alright.
big.
John Miko.
Yes. So before I start, I just want to say happy birthday to my wife. It's
Wow.
her 29th birthday today, and this was her gift.
You're spending it with us.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
You said
Wow.
20th birthday? What?
29th. It's her 29th birthday.
29th.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, they
Happy
are
birthday,
all
happy
at the dance studio, my kids and her, so I am not taking away from anything. It all worked out.
Nice.
All right.
But anyways, I did blog about this.
Mhm.
I spent a lot of time on this. I think I played a lot of strategy here, and I did kind of the opposite of, you know what, I'm not. Oh wait, this is not my current. I sent you the wrong image.
Oh, crap.
Oh
You know what?
no!
I bet I can.
Oh.
Is
Can you go? Can you
is
go
your-
to my website
Yes,
or
I
my
can.
Instagram?
Now who's the lazy one?
So this is I can speak to this as you go to like either my Instagram or John Miko. I'll say, right, I was playing around with a lot of things and I took all the episode 1 figures off. I am sorry.
Let me grab this real fast.
Yeah, and I'll just say as you're doing that, like
You
some
took
Waldo was
Watto
on my
off?
list last year. Seeing that new Watto in the Black Series hurt me. I took things like C-3PO and the AT-AT driver, Jedi Arrest Palpatine. I didn't put those on my list this year because I felt like the message has been sent. I'm going to put up some figures and characters that I'd like to see that may not get as much love. There it is. Sorry, Evan. Stupid.
I got you.
stupid
It
Josh.
just shows how much.
Maybe you should put Watto back on your list, I think.
So I did focus on like some of my bigger collections and scenes that I'm trying to flesh out. So
Nice.
Jabba's palace.
Nice.
I want to add some more goons.
What a t-shirt.
It's an old vintage
That's
t-shirt that they
outstanding.
remade.
That's classic.
I'm gonna wear it tonight for her birthday. It's gonna be- Can you do this to me later for your birthday?
It's her birthday,
it's
not
her
yours.
birthday.
Guys,
It's her
you're not even
birthday, so you
drinking.
have to
Come
wear the
on,
gold
come
bikini.
on. Oh my gosh. We're not even drinking,
Oh.
gents. I mean, I'm not.
All right,
Maybe I should
sorry,
whip the
guys.
bourbon out.
I'm digressing. So yeah, I took some figures off that I felt are going to get a lot of love. They're going to probably make the 64, and I'm going to throw on some here that may not, and give them a little more love. So
Yeah.
start with 25. 25, Luthen. I put him at 25.
Yes.
I want him greatly. I want many more Andor figures so bad. But I put him on there, and I think he's going to do very well. I'm going to some OT leaders here. I know. I'm sorry. I tend to lean on the light side. Tyler, you're the yin to my yang. buddy. I think some other folks have Hoth Han on their list, so I'd love to see some more of that Empire Strikes Back love that they've been starting to kind of sprinkle in with the Snow Trooper, Commander, AT-AT driver. I'm sorry,
Veers.
General Veers.
Yeah.
So it'd be great to get a new version of him. I did want to put a New Hope Han on here because I think he needs a complete redo, but I won't go there. Luke
Agreed.
Skywalker is my everything. So I would love to see the Death Star 2 version of him.
Yes.
Maybe it could be flap on and flap off. We did get VC 280, which is Death Star 2 Vader. So it'd be nice to get Luke to accompany that. And I think they can leverage some of either, is it the Imperial Light Cruiser version or maybe
The Boba Fett
the
version.
Jedi Academy or Jedi Training.
Yeah.
Jedi
Academy.
Yeah. So, but anyways, that A New Hope Luke we got is outstanding. So I'd love to see an all new definitive version of him there.
Yes.
Mon Mothma should absolutely be in the line. Again, 400 figures. The Rebel leader should be there. I picked this photo of her. John, I don't know if you guys are going to do like both Return of the Jedi slash.
About that. Yeah, because her Rogue One and Return of the Jedi outfits are the same, or they're supposed to be the same, even though it's a different actress. But so I have been combining those and then doing the Andor looks separately because she throws on a robe. It's we'll see how it all washes out. But
I prefer her on the film out for the Return of the Jedi and the Return of the Jedi card. But I just loved this photo and pose so much, so I gave Genevieve or whatever.
Yep.
21 is Princess Leia from the Ewok Village. Please, it would be great to add her to my Return of the Jedi figures, and please don't use the head sculpt from the Black Series. It's terrible.
It is
the angry Leia.
Angry, pouty Leia, yeah. Baze has been on my list every year. I put him lower because I feel like he does very well. Evan, I got Bodhi on there, bro.
Yes.
Nice.
I love this photo. I love this scene in the movie. And I haven't had him in years past, and I think he absolutely needs to be in the line come out the same time with Baze, please, and just
100%.
complete that crew. Big fan of Rogue One. I'd love to see Saw Gerrera. He spans so much media, right? From Clone Wars, Rebels too, right? Isn't he?
Yep.
I mean, so
Bad
many.
Batch.
Bad Batch. That's right. I mean, so many medias. It would be great to have him. I also love people.
You're here. You're right here. You're not with Luthen. You're here. Let it in, boy. Let it breathe.
I was just saying, I love people who do the impression. Thank you. You made my day.
Like having them in the room, isn't it?
Right. Look at that. You made my wife's birthday. This is great.
Lies. Deceptions. Every day, more lies.
I definitely would love a new Kia di Mundi.
100%.
Please,
Hold on. Is that Kia di Mundi? I can't tell.
You can't tell?
You might not recognize him without his iconic forehead.
His forehead.
You may as well had a picture of his shoes.
So I did have Sicey Tin on my list last year with him, and I chose not to put him and Agan, even though I want them badly, because the digital tooling's there. The digital sculpting, I can't say tooling, digital sculpting's there. So I think they're going to do very well, regardless. Then I have a bunch more Rogue One characters. Like I love Melshi. I think we all do. Definitely think he needs to be represented in the line. I think his tooling can be leveraged, for a troop builder pack or whatever from a Rebel standpoint there. Pow's an awesome alien that I don't think has ever been represented in the line other than 5 POA. It would be great to get him.
So.
That doesn't count, correct?
Yeah,
it does not.
Might as well not have it. Yeah,
it's true. Yeah, 2 tubes. Let's get 2 tubes in the line. Big fan of the design, and he's very prominent in both Rogue One, Andor, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I want some big creatures. I'd love to see Maroff, however you say his name. I love aliens, guys, so I'd love to see more of them. I put 1 troop builder, or I'm sorry, Tyler, I'm sorry, Tommy, I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man. These almost made my list. I had to bump them off for something else, but
I felt like the Galactic Marine and other ones are going to get a lot of love, and they're just all no-brainers. So I felt like we need some Endor Rebel troops, and again, I think they can be leveraged across Rogue One and many other types of Rebel troopers. So I'll take the jumpsuit version for an update of the regular version there. I got some Cantina glups. Nice. Love my glups. Sorry, Athelo, you just couldn't fit in a square, so I didn't put you. But
it's fat shaming.
Tisvit is very, very weird, and I'd love to see those eyes in the beautiful paint deco they do. And I'd love to see the Spacer Dude, and I know Tim's going to speak to that and why, and his number 1 why. So I'll save it for that. Number 9 is Pre-Pro 2 Boba Fett. I just love this design. Obviously, it's the deco that became the Kenner Fett. Our buddy, Mr. Tuna, Mr. Swansky there from Bantha Skull, he turned me on to this and bringing this figure into my want list. He's got some great ideas for 2-packs with him and Empire Strikes Back Fett. And Pre-Pro 2 should be on a 21 back card as well. So the rocket firing Fett that we got in TVC 1.0, slap him on that card.
They got close with the Kinner Colors one, but the Kinner Colors figure is based on this costume, and I would love to see this costume in a realistic style. The ketchup and mustard gauntlets, the circles on the on the gloves that were driving everybody crazy in the mid-90s.
Yeah, I have the Hot Toys. Yep, I have the Hot Toys Deluxe Fett, and you can swap them out into this. It's really cool.
Nice.
Number 8 is our boy Barada. Let's go. I think speaking of Chris from Bantha Skull, he just had an article about the last 17 and this character, and I think Dickie Beard's famous stuntman there. He also donned the costume and mask for Barada.
Nice.
So let's start getting that second skiff populated.
I was going to say, I know people have said like maybe Jedi Academy Luke's legs could be used. I think he said he might be a little. Yeah, somebody said he might be a little short. I think he'd be perfect. And then the arms, I think they could reuse Lando's arms, honestly, because he's got kind of piratey sleeves. So even though I know it's partial retool, Tyler, close your ears. But I think that's for some of those like Cantina or Jabba's Palace sets where they reuse legs or arms. I think he'd be perfect to use those parts that we already have.
Yeah, good call. There's some nice customs out there doing that. I think there's another. I'm trying to think. Maybe Dr. Evazan or one of those I think was leveraged before, but for arms. But anyways, that's old. Probably not doable. Number 7, I feel like has been forgotten, and we need season 1 Grief Karga. I have a custom here by my friend Evo, who's an amazing customizer, and I love this custom so much.
That looks great.
Wow.
He did an amazing, absolutely amazing,
awesome
banger job on this. So it would be great. I mean, he's just a glaring omission from our Mandalorian set of figures amongst others, but the main crew. An Ewok Glup, my favorite. At one point I wrote an article way back, John, Tim, you might be able to remember me, but I think in like 2014 they were going to come out with Bethrup, and they swapped him out, I think, last minute.
The catapult set.
The catapult set, yeah. So this is the Dalmatian style Ewok. He has the drum set, and he, plays all the Imperial helmets. So I think it'd be great to get a character debut Ewok in the line. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The next one is our buddy Scion. He got force kicked by Luke off the second skiff. So I think it would be pretty cool to get him. And I feel like they could leverage a lower body from something. I don't know if it's like the Imperial Gunner or someone. I don't know. John, you probably can spat off 3 figures.
I'm gonna some point after this. I got to do a deep dive on the skiff guards and the Cantina guys that can reuse parts. But
it'd be a lot of fun if we did like, hey, how could we leverage tooling and flesh out figures?
Definitely.
So it'd be cool to get him. So I got a few characters to add to our second skiff here, and then we have Mr. Window Weequay, Blue Skirt Weequay, Marksman Weequay, however you want to call him. Pretty prominent in that scene there, right? Because Luke pulls him out of the window, and then he fights another one, or fights him again on top of the barge.
We have the window. We need the Weequay for it.
Yeah, and they could definitely leverage that lower tooling that a lot of these figures are using, even some of these Cantina figures we just saw, I feel like. So, and then, just like Jason and probably some of you other folks, Fozek is probably the most prominent glup throughout the Jabba's Palace, the barge, and the barge scene there. I'd love to get him. His outfit's awesome. And we could make the other shirtless skiff guard as well, probably leveraging a lot of his tooling. Shah Satil, come on, let's bring her on too. Would love to have her. Love those aliens, and we've seen a lot of that alien species, the Ishitib and the Mandalorian. And then, yes, my number one is Yachts Oren. Was very happy to see them make the bracket last year, right? First time making the bracket. Would love to see them as well. And I think he's just a really badass looking skiff guard. And get him on your list.
Yeah, got the hots for yachts.
They did
Hots for yachts.
With Velcro a few years ago, they completed the first skiff, and then they haven't done a single thing for the second skiff since then. But you know what?
Just to think about it, since we did it with our lists at the beginning, Miko, I think 10 of these exist in Black Series.
Wow.
To look back at Jason's list, 13 of his picks exist in Black Series as well already. So just keeping track for no reason.
Build the seething rage within.
Yes. But Miko, you did a really great write-up on this on your blog. I know you mentioned it going into it. So again, I believe there's a link to your site in the description of this video. So whenever the stream is done, folks, head on over there, give that a read. So
cool.
Beautiful.
Awesome. All right. Well, shall we move on to the next list?
Let's do it.
Sweet. Looks
I was
like
going to say hots for yachts is great. That is fantastic. Sorry, I had to step out for a minute, but that's a great new hashtag. I love it.
All right. Looks like we've got Tim.
My list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so I only made
a video.
Yeah, I only just made a video about this, so I'm not going to go through them like one by one. I'll just summarize it really, because you can go and watch the video and have a larger explanation of why I've chosen said characters. But there's not really what I would say about it is there's not too much across loads of different medias. I've tried to sort of stick it because, like John, I'm just getting fed up of like having holes in my collection now. I just want these done. So there's quite a lot from Rogue One. As you can see there, you've got Melshi, Saw, Two Tubes, Bodhi, you've got the Monkey Man Bistan, you've got Pow. All of those would be very, very cool. Bottom row there, we've got a few from Andor. And I think I said at the start of my video, like, I've tried to sort of pick ones that I think would actually be like good in the line, like would sell quite well. But there is also some like selfish ones on there which may not sell very well or whatever. But I still want to sort of give them a bit of a push, if you like.
Absolutely.
You know, like Claire Markey, for example, it might not be the coolest action figure going if they ever got around to making a Claire Markey from the shop, but you know, super cool character, absolutely loved. And also, so yeah, I've got Rogue Ones on there. I do have a Trooper at the bottom right. Do want those made. That will open up for a lot of other stuff as well. And then I've gone for a couple of Return of the Jedis. So I was thinking about John Miko's Breath Up. You know, I've got Chief Chirper, but essentially I think they just need to make an all-new Ewok to the standard of like Tebow that the Black Series got. I think if TVC had an all-new Ewok, that would be pretty awesome. And then you could sort of, you know, depending on the size of the Ewok, you could reuse them basically. And I think Chief Chirper might actually, you know, apart from the head, you might get Breath Up out of a Chief Chirper. So, is that his name? Breath Up?
I think so.
Breath Up.
Bethrup.
Okay. And then I've got some other stuff that's got crossover on there, like with the two droids. So 21B and EV, both are in modern media. So, you know, they tick off a number of boxes there. More troopers, which other people have got on their lists, which is your Galactic Marines and Kashyyyk troopers. 100% want those. Baze, I think I've had him higher in my list previously, but as others have said, I think a lot of people are going to have him on their list, so maybe I didn't need to give him as much of a boost, but he's still 100% along with Bodhi, the two that I would really want Hasbro to sort of hone in on in terms of main characters. And then as like with John, I have got Han from Hoth on there. I think it's time. And then the two Lukes, I just feel those are the ones that we are now missing to get up to like today's standards. Like, you know, we've seen some of the heroes that they've done last year, and I want those now in all new super glorious TVC standard that we're getting these days. So and then the others are really quite self-explanatory, like C3PO. I've said it a million times, like, it's not just about C3PO. We're in the year of Attack of the Clones. We need the Attack of the Clones C3PO. You need C3PO from all of the different things, but then you also need all of the other protocol droids that they can make from him. So he for me is like imperative, like he just needs to be made. And then, as I said in my video, Bossk is one I think I had on my list for the first time ever last year. And I've never really wanted to sort of push for him, because it's like, oh, you know, it's just because you're your favorite character, you know, it's the name of your channel and what have you. So, and the one that we've got is all right, but as the years go on, it's becoming less all right, and we need an all new Bossk. And as John was going to allude,
I totally agree.
Yeah, and as John was going to allude to when he was talking about the Spaceman, a new Bossk will give you Boshek and a Spaceman. Yep. So it's three in one.
Everybody's so quiet.
Tyler, we can hear you. We're just not responding.
We can hear you, Tyler.
We're talking about Tim's list.
I don't hear Tim anymore.
Oh no. Yeah, so that's it really.
Tyler, you're the one that can't hear anybody. Go ahead and hop on.
We're going to mute you.
On. Yep.
Oh God, you can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Everybody else is fine.
Good.
Tyler was overdue for a technical difficulty.
That's it really. I didn't want to go through each and every one. You can watch my video if you want a bit more detail about why I've picked such characters, but I just think like all the ones on there are like, why have we not already got these in the line? Like, you know?
Yep. So, and 13 exists in the Black Series.
How many?
13, I think.
Wow.
Tim, I was just going to say about Bossk as well. So there's the retooling they can use for like the Cantina Spacer dudes. But Trandoshans have been quite prominent in recent media as well, like Book of Boba Fett and the Mandalorian and stuff. So you could also reuse
the heads and arms for sure.
Yeah.
I think the ones in new media, the heads are slightly different, but oh, man, I'd probably take it, to be honest.
Yeah. I
you know, I want 5 different Trandoshans, but no, or Trandoshans, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, Bossk. I think he got on the bracket last year, though, didn't he?
Yeah, he's on a couple times at this point.
Yeah. So I'll just put him in number 1 spot to make sure. You know,
I don't know what happened to my audio. I'm good now, but I just want to echo my support for you, Tim. I think we absolutely need a new Bossk. I'm not at all satisfied with the old one. He can barely hold his gun, his rifle. It's very frustrating. It's a good figure, like visually, aesthetically, but functionally, it's awful. Awful. Yeah,
you can't sit down. The flight straps are too stiff. You know, they don't bend easily enough, so you can't really. They snap over time. So, you know, as I say, like with all of the sort of new technology, new sort of materials that they might be using for that sort of thing, soft vinyl plastics, that kind of stuff. Like, you know, just imagine if they made a Bossk now, it'd be flipping awesome. Because I feel like at the time, whenever they did Bossk, they always did him justice. So even like the Power of the Force one, when that came out, it was a really good, even the vintage Kenner one's a really good, you know, likeness and whatever. You can tell immediately who it is, right? So I just think, if they were to do a new one, it'd be flipping awesome.
He's a very cool character.
When Sideshow did their exclusive version, right? They had 2 different likenesses, right? They had the one where he was kind of open mouth snarling with his reptile tongue. And I just think of like really cool deluxe versions or you know pack-ins that can be added and make me want to buy several.
And the one I missed talking about really on there was the Attack Driver. So, you know, I've always kind of had him on my list. He's a bit higher up, and that's purely because of the fact of the other stuff that we've got recently that would go with him, basically. So
absolutely.
Speaking of which,
Chassatil's boots.
Yes. He's been appearing. There was some like cardboard cutout of Mando, and it had like some troopers nearby it. So they're in the new movie, as far as we can tell from some of the marketing stuff that's just starting to leak out and appear. So hopefully, I think that's what some of the AT-AT figures are leading towards. Is I don't know if we're going to get a whole new AT-AT, but hopefully we'll get a AT-AT driver at least.
Yeah. You know, looking at Tim and Miko's lists, you know, with the Death Star 2 Luke and Bespin Luke, I toyed with putting them on my list for quite some time because, you know, the ones we have are just not good. And it would be nice to have them in this modern definitive. I look at Farm Boy Luke and it's like, damn, dude, that would be the next Lukes are just crucial. And I know Black Series just got an updated Bespin Luke. That's fantastic.
Well, that was one of the that pushed me. I don't think I've had Bespin Luke on my list before. And, you know, look at the one we've got compared to that. It's like, wow.
With the derpy face that they did the photo reel on in 2020, I believe.
And even that one was an apology for the one that was a few years earlier than that in the first vintage Saga collection. They both were not very good.
Oof.
No, they could do so much better now. But don't apologize for putting your number one want on your list and pushing Bossk just because it's your channel. That's the whole point of this whole thing. I can tell you.
Yeah, I know, but it's like it's like a, I don't know, like an obvious thing, isn't it? Like, you know, it's like there's so many other things that I could, like, we've only got 24 slots, right? So 25 slots. So you know, it's very difficult to whittle it down anyway.
Sure.
So it's, you know, if I was to put Bossk in, that's like one less slot for something else that I might want. Do you know what I mean? But I think it's just time now.
Back before we got Piet as a sculpt, you know, I had Thrawn, Tarkin, Krennic, all these different, you know, Imperial officers on my list. And then, you know, so you can bet that Thrawn would be at the top of my list if we still didn't have him yet. But if you noticed, I didn't put Tarkin on my list, guys, because, you know, the rules. Just saying. I still really want that figure, but interestingly, he's not on my list.
What are the rules again, Tyler?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you should probably read that before you submit your choices.
That all said, we've talked plenty about some potential reuse opportunities for a lot of things on all of our lists so far. So it's not a deal breaker. It's just stuff like Tarkin and basic clone trooper, like Imperial officers and clone troopers, where 95% of the sculpt exists. That's like, maybe don't necessarily ask for that here. So
not really what we're looking for.
Yep. All right. Well, yeah, for Tim's Boss Bounty's thoughts on all of these things, head on over to Boss Bounty's YouTube channel. Check out his video that he posted. I believe that was last night. Good stuff, man. Appreciate you for doing that. Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Love it. Love it.
shall we move on to the last list of the day then?
Yes. Let's do it.
Perfect. Blitz, you have been patient and listened to all of these dudes just talk about TVC and not Black Series, and we're going to keep it going.
Oh man, this is a very different looking list than the last three. I'm definitely showing my love for the Ewoks animated series with my list.
Yes.
So, yeah, very clearly my list leans very heavily on what I grew up with for Star Wars, which is the prequel trilogy, the 2003 Clone Wars, the 2008 Clone Wars, and the Dark Horse Clone Wars comics.
Yes.
That was my Star Wars in the 2000s. So yeah, my list leans very heavily on that, and unfortunately, Tyler hates me, or else there would be a lot more Clone Troopers on here. But Tyler told me I wasn't allowed to repaint Clone Troopers on here because obviously this is my first time participating in March Madness, so I had to kind of learn the ropes a little bit. So we'll go up the list. I do also have a dedicated video on my channel about my list if you want to see things in much more, a detailed explanation. So I'll kind of breeze through this a little bit. 25, kind of a joke pick. It was either this or the client because my famous joke is hashtag we need the client, which is true.
We do.
But yeah, Zero is just a silly, goofy character from the early seasons of the Clone Wars. He's also like the secondary villain of the Clone Wars movie. And he actually would require quite a bit of new tooling compared to Jabba. So he's just a fun one. Same with 24 and 23 being Boss Nass and Dexter Jetster. Just when I remember watching these movies as a kid, these were two characters that always just had. I mean, Boss Nass is right here, his 12-inch action collection figure from '99.
Nice.
Yeah, the warm toys, not the hot toys. But yeah, I those characters again, just super fun, very visually striking aliens, bright colors, everything like that. Damn good ones too. And
Obi-Wan.
wow, what do you know?
Doing saber bar.
My fiance, God love her, she hates. I constantly am walking around. You said taken on a bongo. Just constantly. But yeah, then we get into number 22. I wanted to make sure I had at least one unique prequel movie Jedi. So I picked Oppo Rancisis, partially because when I did the Black Series Most Wanted fan poll, I saw a lot of love for this guy, and I was like, you know what? He's in 03 Clone Wars. He's in Tales of the Jedi. I'll throw him in there. So Oppo Rancisis, big snake-like Jedi. I think TVC could really do him with maybe that like wiry tail. I don't know. I'd be interested to see how they execute him. Omega from season 1 of the Bad Batch is on here.
Omega.
Omega. We have the authentic accent as well. She's a little lower than the rest of the batch in their season 1 looks, just because I'd rather have the main crew before they meet Omega a little bit more. Keeping with Bad Batch theme, we have Clone CX2, which is kind of the secondary villain of season 3. I love the concept of clones that have had their minds like tampered with. And his costume is just awesome too. Absolutely,
yeah, it's very cool. Yeah,
yeah.
Cool.
I am a huge sucker for the Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars. So obviously my next string of picks here being Ki-Adi-Mundi. I picked the specific look from when we get introduced to General Grievous. I love the carbon scoring on the pauldron, the ripped up, Jedi tunics mixed with some clone armor bits in there. And obviously there's the tooling for a prequel trilogy, Ki-Adi-Mundi, that could be taken with the head, the hands, the legs probably as well. We have Kakruk is the name of the next Jedi. A lot of people know him from the comic books, but I tend to, Hal Runner Base, don't kill me, I tend to prefer his look from the 03 Clone Wars. He's cool. He gets cut down by Grievous, as does our next two picks, Roron Karab, the Ithorian Jedi, and Fal Modama, the Tal's Jedi. These would be great because obviously you get Fal Modama, you could get Muftak, because basically Roron and Fowl are just Moma Nadon and Muftak in Jedi robes. So I think there's good crossover there with, OT fans and Clone Wars fans like myself. And I have a lot of attachment to these two characters as a kid. And obviously the next one, I really like the animated Clone Wars line Commando Droid, but I think the TVC could do even better. So I would be so down to get a troop builder. There's plenty of repaint opportunities for this guy as well. And there's even like other droids in the Clone Wars and in some of the new media that share like the torso or legs of the Commando droid. So there's lots of opportunities there. Number 14 being Gar Saxon from Clone Wars Season 7. I mean, he has a lot of unique armor compared to your regular Mandalorians. I think he'd be great. He plays a pretty big role in the Siege of Mandalore, and we might see him in Maul Shadow Lord. So who knows? Because I know Rook Cast makes an appearance in the trailer. So my next one is probably the deepest cut on the list here. This is Jedi Master Sui Choi.
Yes.
Most notably from the Dark Horse Jedi Purge comic, a super badass. There's his figure. I have him sealed in the Order 66 pack from 2007. Here he is right here. Yeah, but he's
Little
super
Rats
cool.
Tyrell Jedi.
Yeah, a little Aline. I think the Alina is the planet. But yeah, he's super cool. That Vader is it's probably the closest you'll ever get to rated R Vader in that comic book. He just destroys all these guys, and Sui Choi is just the one that I had the action figure as a kid. Love him. The number 12 is Kashyyyk Trooper, as he's known from Revenge of the Sith. Everybody's talked about him. I'll pass right over him. We have Clone Commando Gregor. Same reasoning for Tim putting the Clone Commando on his list. I just chose a specific Clone Commando. I would love to see the deco done on him. Number 10, I want Clone Wars Season 4 Darth Maul, a.k.a. Chicken Legs Maul. He would be a super cool figure to get, and I would like the corresponding Savage Opress to go with him. So the Season 3, Season 4 Savage to go with him. I feel like that pair would be amazing. And Chicken Legs Maul, I believe, was only released in the Clone Wars animated line on the elusive Yoda card back, and then he was in like some sort of 3-pack, if I remember correctly.
With Savage and that Night Sister, which is not really animated.
The not Mother Talzin, Mother Talzin.
Mother Talzin.
And then they did the version from the Visionaries comic as well.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah, the next one, number 9 here, mail call. The next one here is, or number 8, I'm sorry, is the only one that's kind of a, not animation or prequel era pick. It is Ravis. He is a Gendai. He's the same species as Dirge. An absolutely amazing boss fight in Jedi Survivor. I love this character. I could talk about him forever. So I think that he would be amazing. Just a great big fig to really, flesh out the silhouette of, that era.
You did 2-pack with him and Turgle.
Yeah. Give him to me.
And Scuba Stab.
Yeah. And then 7, 6, and 5, I'm going to, beat the dead horse, beat the drum for the continuation of fleshing out the Bad Batch Season 1 crew. I have such a deep attachment to the Bad Batch because of my, love for clone troopers, love for the Clone Wars and that animation style. So I absolutely love these guys. We need all 3 of them. And then number 4, this one is, again, kind of similar to some of my other 03 Clone Wars picks. Obviously, we need Saesee Tiin, and I'm going to beat that drum from the missed stretch goal from the gunship. But if you gave me 2003 Clone Wars, prepare to board. Where he puts the mask, man, that scene I loved. I would actually play as a kid. I had a stick that I used as a clone trooper blaster, and I would run around in the house and be a clone trooper helping Saesee Tiin take over the ship.
He's so cool in that scene, man.
Yeah,
cool with that helmet. And I saw someone make like a realistic interpretation of him with all the clones behind him.
Yes.
And I don't know if you saw that. I posted it to my story not too long ago, and it's so cool.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome.
That would make an awesome figure.
General Tin, the ship is lost. Then it is time to get a new one. I love that whole sequence, man. Just 03 Clone Wars is like, I could probably quote the whole thing if I wanted to. But then we get into my number 3. This one is probably coming out this year, just with the whole Battle of Geonosis. But I wanted to put him on there anyway, Super Battle Droid, just to kind of, continue to show my desire for this character.
Nothing's ever guaranteed, my friend.
Yeah,
this is true.
Just a vintage collection.
Yeah, but I hope he comes out, and he'd be a great army builder. Plenty of repaints again from Clone Wars and from other media that you could give this guy. He even shows up in The Mandalorian, so I wouldn't put it past them to put him on a Mando card back.
Yes, I even love that the Black Series one, in the 2-pack with C-3PO on the battle droid body, it has like a specific blast mark on his back or something like that. And that's a very specific Super Battle Droid.
Yes, it is one specific battle droid. I don't care what anybody says. It is one specific droid. Number 2 is, again, kind of beating a dead horse, but I feel like I have to keep on shouting to the hills because number 1 and number 2 are my number 1 and number 2 for TVC, Black Series, Hot Toys, you name it, any scale, I would buy either of these 2 characters. They're almost interchangeable. Ponkrell, I really don't need to say much on him. I love to hate the character, but yeah, he would just be awesome, and everybody knows that everybody wants Ponkrell. So let me skip over him, go to a little bit more of a niche pick, which is Dirge. I keep talking about 03 Clone Wars. We keep coming back to it, but man, Dirge is just next level cool. I had his original action figure from 2003 with the swoop bike. Based on the Dark Horse Comics look, and that is the look that I chose here. This is a really cool Clone Wars comic. There's like this virus that's killing Gungans on this moon of Naboo, and Dirge like swoops down, and in this shot he's standing on Obi-Wan's head, drowning him in the bog of this swamp, and it's just the most badass entrance. And there's the figure. I have one in my collection now too that Tyler's pulling up. But that figure is just, that set is amazing. But he is limited on that articulation. I think TVC, with where they're at, with tooling, with articulation, paint apps, you name it, I think they could absolutely knock out a very definitive Dirge. Market it as 03 Clone Wars, give him the more realistic looking proportions of the Dark Horse Comics. All kinds of gadgets. He's like the Swiss Army knife of bounty hunters.
Yeah.
He has like every thing imaginable that you could ever, like flamethrower, whistling birds, you name it, he's got it. And he'd be an amazing figure. I really think that a lot of my picks are themed around continuing to draw interest from people who are already turning their heads at TVC right now. A lot of my friends who are historically Black Series and Hot Toys collectors are really turning their heads to TVC with things like Poggle with Expanded Universe, Heir to the Empire pack that came out last year with the Republic gunship, obviously. I think that these would be fantastic choices to continue to draw more attention. And as we keep, hearing is the big issue, we need to grow the market. So I think these would all be great ways to grow the market for TVC. But yeah, that's my list.
Well said, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
Dirge is going to pull in all those people who love Star Wars and they also love jousting.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a huge
Renaissance fair
market.
crowd. Yeah.
Yep.
I gotta say, this figure has stood the test of time pretty well because when it came out, the articulation on this guy was kind of ahead of its time.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have ankles, which means that he's trash. So we need a new one.
Correct.
Well, they did a single card version of him as well that didn't have
with the jetpack
or anything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then the one in the comic pack with Anakin where you can take his helmet off and he's got the.
That's not Dirge. That's Shredder. I don't care what anybody says. That's from TMNT. I don't care. That's not Dirge.
Oh man.
No, what's in the box? What's in the box?
Oh, look who it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Oh, where's my shock tees?
Oh, and they arrived just in time for your wife's birthday, John. Wow.
You can go wrap them
Everything's
up.
coming up. John's wife.
Nicole, I got
birthday,
you
honey.
one. I'll keep the mint one. You take the damaged one.
They'll both be in the collection room.
All right. Well, those are killer lists. And again, just to reiterate, all of you guys that have shared your lists here on the stream, you all have your, blogs or YouTube channels. Links to all of that is in the description to this video. Viewers, listeners, fun folks, find all these people, follow these people, like their content, like their explanations for their lists, because it is fun. It's fun to be in this creator space with it. So cool, folks. And thank you guys for joining us last minute to sit down and talk about our lists and all this fun stuff for the last,
awesome.
Oh my God, 2.5 hours. That's not what I thought was going to happen today.
Evan, before you close this out, let's do a quick question time for anybody.
If there are
in the
any
comments.
questions left?
Sure. Yeah.
Yes, and it's fun to
You
see.
got
Yes,
questions?
of course.
Punch them out now.
Yeah. There's a lot of
interesting.
diversity in the lists that you've seen today between all of us. And that is the joy of all of this. That how boring would it be if we all just wanted the same exact thing? So
Yeah.
And from all the
Could I-
different lists,
could I just
what
quickly
rises to the
say
top?
to
Yeah.
quickly just say to Tommy, even though you also collect Black Series, maybe we being friends.
No, to be fair, I mean, listen to Tommy then, just talking about his list, man. You can tell that, the passion for it is there,
Yeah.
He's,
Yeah, man.
You know what you want, which is good.
Yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
enthusiastic about my Star Wars, man. And seriously, TVC has been like, I canceled. I was telling the SWTVC guys, I canceled 7 Hot Toys orders in the last couple months because I wanted to buy more TVC in 3 3/4. And yeah,
That's amazing.
This
that's
is the way.
That's where I've been, because I dabble in Hot Toys. I have a few of them up here, like 501st clones and stuff. But yeah, the more I was looking at Hot Toys orders, I'm like, I really don't care. But you know what I do care about? I want to buy more like troop builders, like more of these guys, more of these guys. I went and bought like Ventress recently, and like the Mandalorian Judge, just like Rule of Cool. I was like, I'd rather have 10 TVC Geonosians than a Hot Toy. So that's my habits are changing. Yeah, always in motion. The future is.
Don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
More joy.
They take up less
I
space
think
until they fill up
that's-
rooms and storage units. Like
Yes, exactly.
It's so encouraging to hear you say that, Tommy. And it's wonderful to see the vintage collection, pulling in new people that perhaps it didn't appeal to for a long time, but now, like you said, is turning heads due to certain releases that cater more to other demographics or generations. Obviously we have to keep the OT is always going to be a central part of the vintage collection, obviously, and they're appealing more to the PT, and they're tossing in some EU, the EU stuff. Whew, man, I mean, they lit the community on fire, and new media stuff, and just the more people whose interests that we can, Chowman, right? The more people whose interests that we can cover, the more customers the line is going to have, the more profit, the more budget, the more tooling, the line grows, right? That's what we all want. So it's great to have a diverse line that can appeal to so many people and bring in new people, because that's what we want. So
yeah, I have friends that have picked up that do either just Hot Toys or just Black Series or a little bit of both. They've been picking up. They got the Emperor's Wrath Vader. They're picking up the new Darth Maul. They're picking up like dozens and dozens of clone troopers and battle droids and Jedi and Sith for their gunships. And I have friends that I have a buddy that only does Hot Toys, and he bought, I think, 2 gunships, and between his Hot Toys group of friends, I think collectively they bought like 20. And it's just because it looks that good. And to say that a TVC product can hold up in a collection surrounded by Hot Toys, I'd say that's impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, it says a lot about the state of the line these days.
Yes, it does.
Question for you, though, Tommy. When you talk about these people who are suddenly taking an interest in TVC, is like, oh, well, that line's pretty good these days, right? What do they think about releases like Aura Sing or Bomb Vindom or
even
Dr. Evazan?
Even when you got that mall, you haven't opened that mall yet?
I haven't opened them yet. No.
So I'm interested to see if the
mall
if
doesn't
the
have
older
swivel hips.
articulation-
I was going somewhere with that.
I know.
but-
Yeah, I know where you're going.
I was gonna say, this is
You're
like a
always
seriously-
going to swivel hips.
Yeah, seriously loaded question, this, isn't it? It's like,
What?
But
I
same
wanted
thing.
to
all
get
of
their
these have
opinion on
swivel
it,
hips. Like,
But because Maul is an example of like it's better than Swivel Hips, but it's not as good as where we are. But
Yeah.
so yeah.
But Tommy, what are they talking about when they see like? Because I feel like people look at those figures and they're like, man, TVC is like all over the place in its quality and its articulation and.
Well, it's
You know what I
it's a
mean?
learning
Like-
curve, like any line you get into. It's you're kind of like discovering. First, you see what's out there. Then, if you want to take that next step, which most of us as collectors do, then you start looking for Facebook groups, blogs, YouTube channels, live streams, you name it, where there's people that are much more knowledgeable on the line that are going to talk, about those things like swivel hips versus ball joint versus barbell hips versus, all the different styles of action figure. And that's how people come across everybody you see on screen here, because you're looking for a more educated, more experienced perspective on that line. So like at face value, some of my friends are like, oh, cool, I know Aura Singh from, the Clone Wars, from Phantom Menace, from the comic books, whatever. But then when you start to like actually watch, you're like, oh, okay, so maybe I should wait on this one because it's got that dated articulation, or oh, maybe I should pass on this or get more of that, So
Do you feel like these really, really old repacks help bring in new people?
I think it depends. I think that depends on character.
Damn,
I think that depends on character. I will say I don't think Aura Singh was the deciding factor that brought anybody into TVC. I will say that. Yeah.
Do you know how questions work, Tyler? This is just like your well-known
Little
opinion
loaded, little
wrapped up
loaded.
with a question mark. at the end. I love it.
Leading the witness.
It goes back to what John was
questions
saying.
for Hasbro.
It goes back to what John was saying earlier about like the pool of what they can reissue these days is getting much smaller. So the choice is like, they have to do repacks. Black Series does repacks,
I think
it's just choosing the right ones, and it's just kind of sort of understanding what's acceptable and what's not. And I think with Aura Singh, like we
Somebody
can all
bump
agree
their head on that one.
Well, I think we can all agree that the figure's not up to it, but just to remove some of the accessories as well, it's just unacceptable.
And paint apps.
Just,
Deco.
yeah.
Yeah, we can't add an accessory because it'd make it new, but
just picking up on another point about how you get people into the line, and there was a Bantha Skull article about this the other day. But it's having the mains out there all the time, and you talked to Tommy about your mates going, "Oh, there's a Maul, there's a Vader." It's actually, I think for me, it's that and we, there's quite a few existing characters, but updates that people have got on their lists, and like the New Hope mains and that they were long overdue, but. So it's kind of a mixture. And then you have things like the Cantina or whatever, and people they may have recently started collecting. So some of those older repacks are the only way they can get.
It's like your evergreen characters, like your mains.
They
should always be on shelves. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, if someone's going to decide to start collecting, and then they just think, okay, Empire Strikes Back's my favorite film. Luke Skywalker is my favorite character. And they see the difference between the Black Series Bespin Luke and the current TVC Bespin Luke, then there's only one way they're going to go, isn't there? Considering, the price difference isn't massive, these days. So
and
it's
I think Hasbro knows they have to have the mains in circulation all the time because they do it every year, right? 1 year it's 5-inch, the next year it's 2.5. It's
now it's 4.
Next year it's 4. Yeah, 4.
It was 4 last year. Now it's 4.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say one question that was kind of fun. We don't need to go down a whole new rabbit hole, but Scott9 says, "What's a vehicle you can see coming out in the near future? Not an AT-AT, maybe one. Everybody says one they'd either like or can see. I'll start with ATRT. It's in the Mando movie. I need it for the gunship. I need an ATRT
That's a good
in the
one.
next 12 to 18 months."
Yeah. Also, nice bubble crush and twist, Miko.
I watched that.
Yes.
I watched that. That was clean. That was clean.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm with you, John. I'd go the ATRT. I think that's a solid choice.
Yeah.
Was it which one we want to see them do next, or which one we think they'll do?
Somewhere in between the two. How about?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me go.
I think when I saw it in the trailer, I just thought that's like something that they could do quite
with
easily.
all the articulation on the legs would be awesome, and all the deco and everything.
Yeah, I think I would go. I think I would go wishful thinking. As much as I love prequels, my second love is Rogue One. So I would go, U-Wing 10th anniversary, wishful
Yes.
thinking.
Yes.
Come on, give it to me.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got another super chat here. John, you pronounce this name for me.
I don't. I'm always unsure. Hamdam. Oh, it's in the little picture of the Hamdam. Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He says we're 118 days away
Hometown.
from a new Star Wars movie. No doubt there's some TVC on the way. Rada, for example. I love TVC March Madness. As always, you guys do great work. Thank you so much for the kind words. And 118 days away from a new Star Wars movie and no marketing for it yet. So
Nothing.
we shall see. I mean, we got a little trailer.
Supposedly next month is when we're gonna. Yakface says we might start seeing some figures next month. I don't know if it's gonna be New York Toy Fair if they're bringing that back or.
Yeah.
He was saying stacked up assortments coming.
Because this wave that we have now it said March when we pre-ordered it, and the next one says May, so I'm sure it'll be
sooner than
coming
that.
Sooner than that, yeah.
I think autocorrect has hit Loud Dude 77. He's asked for an Uzbekistan speeder, which I'm pretty sure he means the Uzbekian.
I don't know, man.
Damn autocorrect.
We've all got
Those
a thing.
Soviet satellite
That would be
countries
cool
will
as
get
well.
you.
Uzbekian speeder for outside Cantina, please. Hasbro.
So Cliff says, how would you guys feel if Hasbro re-released the Razor Crest for the upcoming Mando movie?
Razorback.
Razorback.
Miko
It
says,
wouldn't bother me, but they won't do it.
No.
Just like those Turkmenistan Raiders.
Because they just did the G.I. Joe, one of the ships, the Hiss tank or something, in new colors. Which was
The
pretty
Arctic
Yeah.
Hiss tank.
And they did it with something for one of the Ghostbusters proton packs or a new was it?
Yeah, it was like a new version of it, but it was a HasLab item. Now it's made to order.
Well, they did the 83
Yeah.
proton pack, but the
Okay.
first one was the afterlife or
Yeah.
whatever it's called.
I mean, I'm keen to agree with John. You've mentioned it before. Just give me a sticker sheet so I can.
I still have a second one. I got the second one for the carded figures.
Yep.
Give me a sticker sheet so I can make it look like whatever it looks like in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's dogs are barking.
It wasn't Chewy.
Darth Hideous says for March Madness, quick question. To what extent is the figure must fit on a standard size card really enforced? Can I basically not ask for Dirge? You can ask for Dirge. That's fine.
You can ask for it. I would
Zero
say
is pushing it, I will say, Tommy, but you know.
Yeah.
So is Foul Mudama. That dude's huge too.
He was on a Saga collection card.
Yeah.
Saga
Literally.
We're
I love these
talking like
little removable snow boots from
I know I
the
saw-
Muff Tack. They just slapped it on there. That was so funny.
Yeah. Yep.
on the shout out to the Discord, but I know multiple people have talked multiple times like, oh, the Bendu is a figure, and it's like, bruh.
Come on, guys.
Be
Try
3
to
feet
keep
tall.
it within a
Yeah.
standard bubble. Try.
Well, then I'm changing my list to add the space slug from Empire Strikes Back, if that's the case.
Well, that's all the time we have today, folks.
That'd be awesome.
So, all right, but that is running. We are running a little long in the tooth here. 2
Can I
hours
shout?
and-
Can I shout out one vehicle? Since
Yep.
we didn't go
Sure,
all the way
yeah.
around? Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go with the Imperial Patrol gunship, the LAAT/LE.
Yes.
It's been in so much media.
Yes.
Rebels, Ahsoka, Clone Wars, Bad Batch, the Jedi
games.
Fallen Order, and Survivor games. I'm probably missing ones. Like, it's been in so much media. It is ubiquitous at this point. I think it would be a great one to put out, and I would love to stuff it with stormtroopers and night troopers, and
Awesome.
I would buy 4 of them myself. So
Wasn't the ones that are in Canto Bite quite similar to those as well? Those policey ones.
It's similar
they're
vibe,
similar,
but it's
it is-
different.
Similar.
It's different.
Okay.
It should be- and we got that. We somehow we have that one.
Don't
but
make
not-
those, Hasbro. Don't make those.
They did.
I was just about to.
Aqualish
highlight
Doug
the-
said, "Just arrived. Have I missed anything? Am I too late to submit?" No. We'll say one last time, and then we'll let everybody carry on with their business. Go about your business. Move along. Move along. You have until tomorrow night, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, January 25th, to submit your list. We've gotten a little handful on since we've been doing the stream. Hopefully, we can get more. I know a lot of people wait for the HasLab till the last day. Will we see a similar surge for this? I don't know. Let's find out. But you still have time to submit or edit your lists.
Sweet.
So please do so.
Get them in.
Well, let's go around real quick. Where can folks find you guys? Anything you want to plug before we hop on out of here? Let's start with you, John Miko, aka Club Shido fan.
Love the Glups. Vote for the Glups. Thank you for having me. JohnMiko.com, Star Wars, the Vintage Collection Facebook group. And I didn't mention my ship, but I'll take Luthen with his
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
But I'll take
Dream.
any of the ones you guys mentioned as well. Thank you.
Or Cobb Speeder. I know you want that too, right?
Oh, I have
Oh,
a
yeah.
custom one,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
think
yeah.
we should have that and Mando's
Speeder bike.
Most
swoop
definitely.
bike,
Yeah.
Yep.
please.
The ATRT was a great shot, though. You can repaint that so many times, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Just like the speeder bike, they've
Sweet.
repainted it already.
Bossk, how about you? Folks can
Thanks.
find you in some pretty aptly named places.
Yeah, YouTube, Instagram is mainly where I hang out, I guess.
Sweet.
Boss
Boss
Bounty.
Bounty. Yeah, on both.
Boss Bounty. Yeah, on both. Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
Sweet.
Acquired the names.
Right on. You got anything you're cooking up coming in soon? I know you do your regular S Boss Bounty and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, if I get a chance, I'm pretty sure I'll get a chance tomorrow to do it, so that'll be out. Apart from that, obviously I wanted to do my list video, which I did.
Heck yeah.
I've been getting into 3D printing stuff, which I did a video the other day about this, which I absolutely love.
Do you have a printer, Tim?
Incredible, dude.
Yeah.
I don't
awesome.
have a printer. I'm lazy. I don't have a printer, but I buy it. You know, that's from 3D Pete. Plug for 3D
Yeah,
Pete.
I was
I
chatting
think-
with him. I was
I
chatting with
think
him
they.
to get tips.
Yeah, I think he uses like, is it Landspeeder Luke? He's one of them.
He is.
Like,
yeah, there's a lot of
There's
files.
a
Did he
few that
paint
create
that,
the-
or did he
no,
paint
this
that for you?
this is printed in color, man.
So
Wow.
yeah,
Holy
FDM
cow.
or SLA printers, they can do multiple.
Oh mate,
Multiple colors.
Dude, that looks incredible.
yeah.
You can even see all the little joysticks on it.
there's
and
no
everything.
painting in that. I can't paint. Although I did weather that, which I thought I did quite. a
Oh, and
reasonable job
you
on.
painted
Nice.
the what do you call it? The
Evaporator.
Genosin,
Evaporator.
This as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
For the-
You're getting into it, Tim. Love it.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, so I've been doing a few videos about his stuff because he reached out to me and said, like, I know you've had 3D printed stuff before off other people and whatever, but I wanted to send you, see what you think of it or whatever. And when I saw his page and I saw that, because I didn't realize, I just thought everything got printed out in that grey plastic or
Right,
one
yeah.
tone plastic. Then you had to paint and weather yourself, and I just thought I just can't be bothered. Like, I just don't have the time.
No.
That thing took me a little time to glue it together and everything, but yeah, all the blues, yellows, reds, silvers, whites, they're all printed that color, man. It's just incredible. what they can do.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
on my
But-
list for this year, Tim.
Yeah. Oh, you want to get like a
Buy one of those
color
printers.
print?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as I said, I think he uses other people's files, so he like buys the rights to print them, but then obviously mass prints them for whoever wants them. So check out his page, man. He's got so much.
Is
cool
he on
stuff
Instagram?
there. I don't know. He's
I'm gonna have
he's
to
on.
get in touch with him.
Yeah, well, you can contact him through eBay. I mean, I've got like a load of Death Star stuff. I mean, the other thing that he did. Sorry, just quickly. I had the Death Star lift and bridge and everything from Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
But again, this is all one print as well. So it's just the little.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. That's
It's just the
incredible.
little thing where R2 and C3PO are on the comm link, while they're in the
Yeah.
trash compactor, so if you could set it up next to your
That is
I-
Millennium
amazing.
Falcon or whatever,
I have a few things from
Nice.
Santiago, same thing, where like
Wow.
echo base control. What do you call those
Yeah.
little, rear four different
Consoles,
colors on it. The consoles.
Nice.
Wow.
Super cool. Yeah, so I've been doing that. So if you want to check out those videos and support 3D Pete, then
Sweet.
awesome.
Heck yeah, love it. All right. Well, Jason, how about you? Where can folks find you? What are you up to?
I am middle-aged Kiwi man collecting Star Wars figures on YouTube, so just be careful that you don't accidentally click on someone with a similar YouTube name to mine. I also hang out on Instagram a bit. But yeah, my next big thing is I've got to do a full room tour. So I spent
Yes.
a bit of time and quite a bit of money last year getting the room up to a standard that I want to, and yeah, so that's been a cool project. My wife calls it the Palace, but I'm very happy with the Palace.
Yes, it looks
so
amazing.
I need to do it. Thank you so much.
You did so
yeah, it
good,
was-
man, with
yeah,
your
it
new
looks
display.
great.
I love it. It's so. We need to feature your collection here. Next weekend, I think, will be the last weekend of the month. That's when we do our collection showcase, and we show off people's collection displays. So we'll feature you. Send us some good pictures of your room, and we'll
Thanks.
feature you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll do some updates and maybe just. Can you see behind me? I still managed
So
to
do you
fit
have your
in-
vehicles in your garage now, or is it where you store all your carded stuff?
The
It's
Gonk,
every
the Gonk beer fridge.
The Gonk beer
I love
fridge
that.
is there. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's
Crazy
been fun,
cool.
and I'm really pleased with the custom made cabinets. They came out really cool.
Nice.
Love that. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. All right. Well, Tommy, how about you? Where can folks find you? What are you up to?
Yeah, mainly I'm on YouTube. I also am on pretty active on Instagram. And then I also have like X, TikTok. I do all different kinds of Star Wars stuff. Star Wars in general. So I collect a lot more than just, Black Series or TVC. You can see my Micro Galaxy collection. I do a lot of older Star Wars toys as well. So I kind of have a little bit of something from every era of Star Wars, from Kenner all the way to now, in my collection. So it's fun. I just do it. I'm always putting something out. This month has been rough because work has been really, really busy this month. But hopefully this weekend I'll be able to pump some videos out. I got to start opening up this TVC wave because it keeps staring at me every time I walk into this room. And I'm like, I have to review you before I open you, don't I? I can't sit here like John Miko and enjoy a figure. My OCD says I have to review it first. So, I'm excited. Lots of reviews on the horizon, lots of other videos, and I'm very, very much looking forward to getting my 7 Deadly Lats come in the mail in September. So it's going to be a fun time opening those up. But yeah.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Sweet. Well, John, Tyler, your ats are here on your screens along with mine. Collectively, you can find us on Instagram at SWTVC, or here on this very channel you're watching this live stream on. Make sure you are subscribed, like this video if you can, helps out. And again, subscribe to all of the wonderful folks that we are chatting to today. So guys, thank you for being here today. Really appreciate you. I know it was a bit of a last minute scramble, and here we are. It's great. So
real quick, I just want to say 3 quick things. First of all, Hasbro, thanks again for this figure. She's spectacular, very special. Make sure you get your list in. Obviously, we said that. Tomorrow is the deadline. Don't forget.
I was going to get there, Tyler.
Okay. The third thing I want to say is just, we care about you here in the community. You're all our friends in the digital realm.
I care.
You all share our passion. So be safe in this storm, guys.
Yes.
Make sure you've prepped accordingly, and just be safe.
I care. Tyler said I had to.
Fun. All right. Well, yep, that is pretty much it. We're almost at the 3-hour mark. One last reminder, as Tyler said, get those lists in. You have just a little over 24 hours for it. And before you know it, it will be March, and we will then join in all the fun there.
Sweet.
All right, gang. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, everybody who tuned in to watch this live stream, everybody catching on the replay, and anyone listening to this audio only on the podcast. Yes, but make sure you check out the video version. It's a lot more fun. All right. That does it for another episode of the SWTVC show live right here on YouTube. As always, keep 375 alive, submit those lists, and may the force be with you. Thanks, everybody.